Honkai Impact just released the final act for Chapter 38 called Lone Tower Fallen Star. So let's go ahead and see what happens and how this chapter ends. The twin bubble universes saw an existence that dominates this world's rules and a Hersher born in the Sea of Quanta. A grand tapestry beyond everyone's imagination was quietly unfolding, but the creator remained elusive. Seely and the others sank deep into their thoughts until someone finally broke the long silence. Forget it. Thinking does us no good. If you ask me, the most urgent business at hand is to stabilize the situation. We can figure out what to do with that saw later. Seely used the sage's authority and temporarily held the bubble universes in place, but the merging is still going on. This could indeed be the underlying rule established by Saw at the very beginning. If that's the case, the three keys I mentioned earlier, they could open a door to hell. Oh, what? It's no time to be sentimental. Prof. Rock, you said there was a way to anchor the two worlds to a point and project them until the proper world, right? Only theoretically, but as I said, we must first make sure of the anchor stability. Clumsy imitation of what Durandal did is no short of suicide. I know. That's why you want the authority of a Hersher from the Sea of Quanta, right? You guys have mentioned another kind of authority dozens of times. Can it work too? Another authority? You mean... Am I too quick to follow the sage's authority? Of course. Yes, you are no Hersher, but the authority does come from the Sea of Quanta. The sage's authority is not comparable to the Hersher's form, from the proper world, and it cannot serve as a fixed point mathematically. Wait. Huh? Dr. Schrödinger, fundamentally we need to stabilize the two bubble universes and stop them from being eroded by the Sea of Quanta, right? Yes, that's why we need to mathematically fixed point within this world. What if I say we already have it? Huh? Because in these two worlds, there is an everlasting axis. Ah, wait. I see. It's like traveling across the whole world to find something that's one step from you. It's exactly because it's too obvious that everyone has ignored it. Huh? You all get it? What does this main axis mean? It's okay, Susanna, don't worry. Miss Ellen lifted her finger to point at the gigantic salt crystal on top of the tower. The high tower with the sage is in every way an internal location for the two worlds. Maybe it can serve as the anchor, right, Dr. Schrödinger? We have to see, but ironically, this might indicate the tower itself only came into being due to Saw's implemented rule. But we got to turn it against Saw. It's like using Honkai energy to fight against Honkai in the proper world. The old saying goes, don't mind the details anyway, there's hope we can set up the anchor with the axis. Well, let's... Not so fast, Hersher of Saintians. Huh? Oh, what's wrong again? In Durandal's case, we had a device that could naturally integrate the bubble universe and concentrate all spatial matter at one point to accomplish the inversion. But right now, the tower isn't in full control of the black and white worlds. Am I right, Miss Dylan and Prometheus? Indeed, but I have a theory. Oh, what's the theory then? Seely, can you try to use the sage's authority and feel the place where the spatial energy is in the most dense in the bubble universe? Constellation might do it. I'll try. Seely put her palms together, closed her eyes, and lowered her head, as if praying. Very soon, a faint glow began to emerge in her hands. Seely opened her eyes again. I feel it. I can feel it. Like fireflies in the dark. If you use special points with light, I think I can find them. Ooh, okay. These places might be the key to put everything together. They are like the keynotes of constellation and nexuses to ensure the sage's authority can reach everywhere in this world. Makes sense. But to replicate during those feet, we need at least one pair of coordinates that can connect the proper to the proper world. In plain words, a path leading back to the proper world. Back then, this was solved automatically by genius, but now we need to work on our own to make it happen. That's easy. Celie and I swimmed in the Sea of Quanta for a long time, locating the proper world. We have done that for. We have once done that for Bronya. Oh, I know. It was in the eye of the deep, right? Celie, Susanna, I might not be able to do that. What? Huh? After entering this bubble universe, my perception in the Sea of Quanta has stopped working. This world seems to be blocking my senses. Oh, what? And right now, I can't really leave the high tower. Maybe it's your connection with the sage that has subjected you to the rule. If Saw is real, it won't be happy to see someone running away with its world. I happen to know a better candidate. What about the ex-world serpent agent over there? Isn't she good at reaching out her claws from the Sea of Quanta to snatch someone in the proper world? Now it's your time to shine. Yeah, I wasn't thoughtful enough and I got you into this trouble. I'll reflect on it and take that responsibility. Okay, let's see what Misthalin would do. Pretty words aren't going to solve the problem. ... She says she'll take the responsibility, but it's very likely your hope on her will fail. What? Misthalin does have the ability to manipulate space, but it's the same as the Herrscher of the Void or the Cosmic Juggernauts. Take her journey in the Sea of Quanta, for example. She has to use the relative location of the bubble universes and the perception of abnormal stigmata for a rough direction, and also make abnormal stigmata beacons to rely on. She can only do that? How did she manage to kidnap Celie here? And you too? Alright, that's beside the point. Oh, I just tried over and over again. In the rough direction of the proper world, I kept making and transferring fissures. Of course, only targets meeting certain conditions can get through. Simply put, it's like playing a claw machine, maybe. My luck was good and I got 2, no 3. Oh, so she was just playing the claw machine and somehow got lucky. So basically what she's saying is that it all just happened by luck. Apologies, that wasn't a proper analogy. Were we not a bubble universe apart? I'll spill your blood now. Yeah, I love fights. Yeah, let's go. Calm down. Don't squish my vessel. Do we have another way to get back? Judging from the current circumstances, hard to say. And according to you, the pictures I made appear near the imaginary singularity in Nagasora, looking back now, this might have something to do with Saw's influence. Wait, on the other side, indeed, influence. Thinking of something important, Misthalin turned around and walked to the stairs. Hey, where are you going? Leave the proper world coordinates to me. All you need to do is connect the base anchor to the axis and build a world-level anchor. Base anchor? World-level anchor? What do they mean? Without answering the question, Misthalin left out abruptly. She just walked off. I think she meant the actual nodes perceived by Sealy through consolation, and the not yet present anchor that can control the whole world, just like the one inside Durandal. As we discussed, the High Tower and the Sage can only work temporarily in a similar way as the Holy Blade and Durandal. And in the long term, as soon as we get back to the proper world, we can get help from Kiana and the others. It makes some sense, but still I feel something is off. Yeah, who knows what kind of harmless idea she'll come up with again. ... No, since she decided to do it alone, perhaps... Please rest assured, I believe she has learned a lesson from before. Really? Anyway, she looked confident. Which, I mean, she did seem pretty confident about it. Sealy, you are not... Yeah, if we don't put trust in this strange lady, we are sitting ducks here. So, it won't hurt to trust her, will it? ... You're her victim. If you can forgive her, what can we say? Thank you for your trust. Don't flatter yourself. We're not trusting you. We only trust our judgments. That's alright, as long as there's an agreement. Okay. ... Huh? Just to make sure the plan works, I have to remind you, there's someone at your side who hasn't spoken yet. Everyone hesitated, and they turned their eyes to the same person. Who was it? Vita? Huh? Why are you all looking at me? It's not like I have a say in this. After all, I'm nobody. I just have slightly better luck. Huh. Vita is suspicious, man. I don't know what it is. As if trying to avoid the topic, Vita ran to Sealy and reached for her hand. Just then... Huh? What is going on? Oh! Ah! Hey man, what the hell's going on here, bro? Why would stop? How did that just randomly attack out of nowhere? Doesn't CD control that? Oh. I don't know, man. Freaking Vita staying quiet is a little suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's not it. We need to find the other one. Here we go. There's more? Two more? No, but there's gonna be one, man. There's two more. Alright. Let's go with the other one. Oh, we didn't defeat it in time. Will it do another crystal again? Okay, never mind, okay. We Gucci now. Let's see, why did she get attacked? Vita, you alright? I'm fine. I'm not good at anything, but my reflexes are quick. Haha. Huh. Interesting. Sorry, the oracles the sage left behind. I don't know why they... Seems it has happened before. Ah, indeed. The first time we arrived in Salt Snow Holy City, Visa was also attacked by oracles. Huh? That was... The oracles are part of the sage's authority. Generally speaking, they won't attack someone without the sage's order. Ah, Vita is suspicious. At least while Misselin and I are here, no one in Salt Snow Holy City was attacked. The oracles, they seem to be guarding against Vita. Huh? Why? Isn't Vita a good citizen? The sand serpents on our side tried to attack wisps who were citizens, but the wisps were immersed in my dream. Ah, maybe that's why. These whips were in my control, and that went against the sage's rule. Very likely, the sand serpents and the oracles are the two sides of the same coin, and they did that for a reason. Again, everyone's eyes focus on Rita, who seemed to be getting nervous. Indeed, simply an innocent... Okay, no, you're not. You do not say that if you want to claim yourself innocent. Okay, so she's definitely suspicious, 100% now. I'm indeed simply an innocent civilian. Okay, now she's lying. Right. It must be so, just like a Sisti and the machines in the city. The oracles run on software developed by you, the great envoy, right? Must be a software error or something that wrongly identified me as an enemy. No, the oracles weren't made by me. As I said, they were a part of Sage's authority. Now she's just like lying and trying to manipulate a situation, man. There's another possibility, which is... There's another possibility that you're lying. Damn! There we go. Giga says Shingiri Kira saying the truth already. Shingiri Kira suddenly closed in on Vita and grabbed her right hand. Miss Kira, although I have always found you suspicious, I only now become certain that you're hiding something now. I remember you once said that you didn't know what artificial intelligence was, no? And earlier she said that there was been some sort of software error or something. Sneaky, liar. Oh, right. You are new here, so I'm guessing you haven't met her yet. This is a Sisti. I wasn't asking about her name, if I'm not mistaken. This is an artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence. That's the first time I heard anyone call a Sisti that. In that case, why do you understand the fact that they operate based on programs? You're right. We have never spoken about this topic in detail, so Vita couldn't have learned anything from our conversations, which means... ... Cat's got your tongue? Hershey's 18 cents. It's funny. You claim to be a resident of Salt Snow Holy City and even have an identification code. Vita, who are you? ... Well, I have been exposed, and it can't be helped. Oh, are we gonna find out who Vita is? How do I put it? I didn't want to do this either. Huh? So she's beating around the bush now? What do you mean you didn't want to do this? Sorry. What I mean is... ... I have no choice. It's not the right time now. Right or not, speak. Yeah, you have heard my story just now. Now it's your turn to tell yours. I agree. We decide if you have malicious intentions after we heard your story. Because all of you have already discussed it, so my story is actually pretty simple. Simply put, I'm not a native resident of this global universe indeed. I just happen to live in Holy City when the envoy was handing out identification codes. And you have already heard of my previous hometown. Huh? The ruined global universe that Kira was talking about just now, Fallen Star. Wait, she's from Fallen Star? So she came to this bubble universe? What? Huh? What? Hey, don't spout nonsense. That universe has been destroyed more than 100 years ago. Look, I knew that all of you wouldn't believe me if I talked about this now, but I'm really not lying. Can she show proof that she was there? That Professor Charter who you all have met, he is my friend too. Oh. You're not making this up with my story, are you? Dot dot dot. I know these are empty words. Dot dot dot. Oh, right. You said that Professor Schwarzer had a unfinished note that had an aphorism written on it, right? You're right, but what was that aphorism? Always hold hope for tomorrow. Always live as yourself every day? Huh? I thought that always stay optimistic would come after always hold hope for tomorrow. Wait, I have never told anyone about what he wrote on that note. And that V on that pen. V means for Vita, no? It was a note written for her, no? So Vita, you... I'm really sorry. I can only try to regain everyone's trust this way. From the last evening of year 199 of the Starlight calendar, an hour before the Great Explosion, that was the first time that the New Planet Recon Team had set off. New Planet Recon Team? Yes, Professor Schwarzer had never given up on looking for hope for the future. That's just how he was. Professor Schwarzer and the other researchers in Atlas secretly created a transportation that could leave a fallen star. And I, for some special reasons, happened to be one of the first members selected. I can never forget what I saw that day. The fallen star, the home we relied on, was instantly swallowed by the flare of the Great Explosion. Damn. The light that once brought us warmth and hope, the light of starlights, became such an ominous and frightening wisp that happened so abruptly. Aside from me, who was performing maintenance for the aircraft, the others weren't able to board in time. I knew that I had lost my hometown again. I have became a lonely drifter again. After drifting from an arduous time, I fortunately came to this universe. My aircraft crashed into the wilderness outside Salt Snow Holy City. The residents of Salt Snow Holy City accepted me, an outsider from unknown origin. They treated me as their friend and family. I'm really grateful for that. From then on, I decided to live here peacefully until I met all of you. As from why the oracles attacked me, I'm afraid it's because they can tell that I don't belong to this universe, so they are instinctively more cautious of me for safety of the holy city. It may be rude for me to continue pursuing this matter, but you said that you lost your hometown again, which means you are not a native resident of Fallen Star either, right? I was about to say, because I did mention earlier when I said again, because she did say that she lost her hometown again. Yes. Oh. But I really have no evidence for anything that happened before that. For example, the world that I was first raised in was not Earth, so she knows about Earth. Be it Salt Snow, Holy City, or Fallen Star, they aren't a part of Earth either. That's not what I meant. For instance, to all of you, Professor Schwarzer, Grandpa Katie, Grandma Easy, and Uncle Frank are all residents of this bubble universe, not the real world, right? Why? Do you mean that you're not like them? I'm truly different from them. In your words, I think the world I was raised in was Mars? Mars? What? Mars? Like the Mars and the 8 planets of the solar system? Our civilization had been destroyed by Honkai long ago. Back then, we didn't have the ability to travel across planets. As a survivor, I spent an endless amount of time in the abyss of the Sea of Quanta. No, Now that I think about it, there's no concept of time in that sort of place. Anyway, after much time had passed in the outside world, I was able to travel from a space in Mars to a space on Earth, thanks to an extremely rare coincidence. Unlike us, your civilization flourished more over the long period of time. You guys were able to create countless hollow projections. During my travels, I once witnessed the Samara in a certain kingdom and visited puppets that led a miniature world. Of course, there were tragedies like the fallen star too. I remember that you were all surprised that I found the people in Snow Holy City were very interesting. The reason why I like everyone here is perhaps those who have lost their hometown forever cherish their new neighbors more. Nobody spoke. Mars was very distant from Earth, but everyone here recalled some of their own experiences. A drifter in the Sea of Quanta, a survivor of the Great Eruption, an orphan who lost her home. We cannot change the past, but we can change the future. After a short collective silence, Vita, we managed to find a basic plan to save Snow Holy City and Country of Iron Sand with Dr. Schrodinger discovered just now. Then, as someone who is also a drifter in the Sea of Quanta, can you provide everyone with additional help? That's tough. Although Professor Charter's aircraft is still in the wilderness outside the city, we can't rely on it to reactivate and help everyone in the Sea of Quanta. Ah, right. Interferometer? Interferometer? What's that? Huh? So you don't know about it either? It's a type of nanochip that can be implanted in the human body to perform algorithms on the near future. Theoretically speaking, it can sum up to all the possible choices in a specific space. Yes, I think that's what it does. Professor, do you know a lot about interferometer too? More accurately, decades ago, Miss Edison once used this sort of device in front of me, but Prometheus, as the strongest AI of the previous era, do you really know nothing about this? I'm really surprised. Why do you think that that I'll understand a device that only seems to work theoretically? If there's a chance, I would like to get a sample for research. Maybe we can take a look at me after we rescue this universe. I have already been implanted with an interferometer when I was on Venus. Venus? She was on Mars, Venus? Well, she's been everywhere then, huh? That means... Huh? Vita once said that her luck is better and her reactions are faster. Is it because of this technology from Venus? Oh, it would seem so. So, Vita, can you control the interferometer in you to perform some specific calculations for us? I can't promise anything, but you can implant some program plugins into my body. Maybe you can use it as a quantum calculator. If you don't mind, we can try that. It is very helpful to plan. We have just discussed. Ah, then great. Wait, are we gonna start now? Just as Mr. Lin had left without a word, Prometheus took Vita, who was away from investigation without any... Prometheus is suddenly very motivated. Looks like there are still things in this world that she doesn't completely understand. Interesting. But things are getting worse by the second for the black and white worlds. We can't go on discussing mere theories. Yeah, as I mentioned before, to connect this twin bubble universe to the real world and prevent its inevitable demise, you must act immediately. Susanna. Huh? Ah, yes. I have noticed that you've been taking notes this whole time. Can you summarize our plan to everyone again? Me? Yes. She did not say yes. You are a serious and hardworking child. You'll do fine. Yeah, be more confident, Susanna. Oh, alright. Then I'm gonna go for it. Susanna opened the notebook she had been using nervously, and it was crammed with words and even had some unique drawings. Then I shall summarize the direction of our operation and our individual responsibilities. The main objective of this operation is to stabilize two worlds with anchors and launch them back to the real world. Is that Kiana? What the hell? So that's like one world right there, another world right there, trying to link them back to the real world and have some Kiana control them, I'm guessing? I don't know. Ultimately, by using Kiana's power, the two worlds will gain a stable structure and be saved from doom. To do this, we first find a number of basic anchors distributed across the two worlds and then connect them to an axis, which is the Sage Tower. This way, we will be able to construct a world-scale anchor, which is essentially obtaining a rope that can pull two bubble universes. Right? That's right. Now, for our individual responsibilities, I'll talk about the Salt Snow Holy City first. First, it's Seely. Because she cannot leave the tower for long, she is mainly responsible for using the Sage's authority to locate basic anchors. Yeah, leave it to me. That's indeed something that only I can do. Next is Kira Senpai. She'll try to contact her comrades, Dinkuras and the Sugars. So where is... Oh, there you are. We're following like up and down, okay. Although I don't expect much from Elder Konkieto in terms of bravery, if we can get their help, it'll make things twice as easy. In that way, it's not troublesome to make contact with them. You can treat me as a standby unit and assign tasks accordingly. Oh, got it. I'll write all of these down. And then... and for myself, I'll do my best to do all the errands and note-taking. Let me know if you need anything. And then there's Miss Prometheus. My job is to provide information of the situation, just as before. Yeah, and next... Huh? Miss Prometheus, you're back so soon? I'm really surprised too. She completed her analysis of the interferometer instantly, and she even inserted some specific plugins for me to use. She's amazing. Anyway, I'm ready to offer my help. Just as a disclaimer, we don't fully trust your explanation from before. Huh? Kira, you're so strict. I have already given various details, but that's alright. I'll prove myself through actions. Okay. That's nice. Are you sure that you can be of help? She's very useful indeed. You'll see later. Then we can look at Miss Mistlin next. Mistlin is already moving independently. I'm sure she has her own ideas. From past experiences, we can ignore her for now. We will reach a common goal in the end. Alright. Then we have a counter for Vita too. Right. Next, I'll go through the situation of Country of Iron Sand. Oh, it's finally here. I was getting impatient. Miss Other Seely will locate the basic anchor there, as she is also the new sage. Oh, okay. That's a piece of cake. The residents here are all wisps. When it comes to running and evacuating, they'll be better than those living people on the other side. And next is Senti. Huh? Why? Wait, why are you calling me Senti? Who do you think you are? Oh, so sorry. I heard from the senpais in Shikso that I can call you this way. ... Forget it. I'll excuse you this time since you have worked hard taking all these notes. Got it? Yes, Miss Virtual Sentient's mission is to clear all obstacles that may appear while connecting the anchors, such as monsters from the Sea of Quanta. On that side, you guys You guys have to have Prometheus for external support. Ursula of Sentience, you bear a heavy responsibility. What a reasonable assignment of tasks. After all, when it comes to battling, I'm a huge league above everyone else here. I see. So you're just a fighter. A job perfect for you indeed. Oh my, look, I think an obstacle has appeared here. Wanna go for it? Please get along with each other. We won't be able to complete this mission otherwise. Aren't we getting along just fine? They're just bantering, it's okay. ... Lastly is Dr. Schwaroldinger. I'll do what I have been doing here. Act as a medium of communication between the two groups, open a channel for all of you, and provide my suggestions. Then, that's all for the plan we have conceived, according to the current situation, right? That's a good summary. Time is ticking. Let's get moving. So, are we gonna start now? Yes, we are going to begin. No problem, let's go. Yeah. Between stories, human emotions are bound to change slightly, yet mysteriously. Just like the country of Iron Sand that had lost its order, uncertainly a panic rose up in Seely's heart. As the constellation of souls persisted, the discomfort from before relieved over time. The Bobo universe was still approaching destruction, and it was clear who held the sage's authority. That was more like a curse till the end. The helplessness born from being unable to share her pain was more unbearable than being separated by space and time. The faith of the masses and the heart that is selfless will only conceive a flower that will surely wither. Its fragrance is rich, but to smell it, one must prepare to face death. Even though she knew those were merely words meant to sow discord, they weighed heavily on her heart like a curse and struck her with fear. But it was not the time to think about those inner struggles, and so she could let out a long sigh, as if she could exhale all those depressing emotions. Right then, she heard an echo from deep within her soul. Don't worry, Seely. Even though she hid all her concerns in her heart, the other her could still feel wisps on her emotions. The tower has alleviated most of the efforts of the bubble universe's destruction from me. I'm fine. You don't have to deliberately comfort me. I know what I know what you're going through. I'm really not putting up a front. If I must say, now we are stronger than when we were lost in the Sea of Quanta, and there are so many others helping too. Yeah, that's true. Seely murmured her reply as the frown on her face eased. It seems like Seely's words have helped to relax her nerves, and so she had the mood to joke around. Plus, you hold the fate of this universe and our future in your hands. The rest is up to you, the other me. Of course, silly. Silly. Don't worry, silly. We will resolve everything. I'll protect you, just like every time before. At this point, she did not know how the tower in her heart was built upon unstable sand. A moment later, in Salt Snow Holy City, so many monsters. What? ... Shingarin observed her surroundings carefully with unusually serious expression. I didn't even receive a response from a distress signal I sent to the sugars. Don't tell me that the elder and the others have also encountered something in this world. No, I should leave this place before I consider all that. I can only rely on myself now. It's not possible to completely avoid all those enemies. Susanna, can you take on those enemies? I'll do my best, of course. ... It's okay, Susanna. It's just like your usual training. Mike test. Hi, can you hear me? Huh? What? What the hell? What'd she say? Shingo and Kira withdrew her hand that covered Susanna's mouth and shushed her. Shh. Don't be so loud. Those monsters are sensitive to sound. And you, Vita, are you dying for us to be found by the enemies? Sorry, it's just been so long since I used such an advanced technological communication tool, so I couldn't help myself from excitement. This brat, she was still acting as if she didn't know what AI was just a day ago. That was to integrate myself into the life here and avoid catching unnecessary attention. Alright, let's get back on track. Next, Seely will get into consolation mode and focus on following the basic anchors in real time. And I'll follow the hints that Seely provides to find her coordinates by using the exhaustive algorithm of the near future. Then I will control the cruising robot as I guide. That means the basic anchors will move, but they will stop at a location for a duration after each change, so you can still consider them as inanimate objects within a short period of time. In favor of efficiency, I'll try to choose the path that has the least enemies, but be careful not to be discovered by them. See V over here? You just have to follow it. V, but wasn't it just called Assisty? But since now I'm controlled by me, it's just taking my last name V. Okay. So what do I have to? I have to avoid them, right? Don't mind the details. Okay, where did she go? So I just have to avoid them. Oh, this way. Can't believe she called it V. Okay, what's up? This is where the first anchor is. Huh? There's nothing here. Anchor is originally a general term for a special type of spatial structures as higher dimensional existence. It's only normal for them to be visible in their natural state, but it's okay as long as you pray furiously. Seely can use the sage's power to bring them into existence. Oh, I didn't know the sage's authority can be used that way. It reminds me of her sure reason. Then, Susanna, give it a shot. Alright, give it to me. She gonna pray? Seely, no, the great sage, please bring the anchors into existence so that they may connect to the tower. Oh, look at that! What? I can't believe they appeared out of nowhere. This is interesting. I recorded the entire progress with a robot, however, it's impossible to see the destruction of anchors, even in the smallest time unit. Without a process, how is this possible? I'm not sure either. Actually, after I felt your prayer deep in my heart, power flowed to the subject of the prayer on its own. It's like an instant. I'm afraid this is also a mechanism of the bubble universe. Something can be created from nothing as long as someone prays. We are lucky that the sage's authority is on our hands. Otherwise, if someone wishes for world destruction and the sage stupidly agrees, don't make it sound so bad. Wasn't the previous sage independent-minded? if we weren't in a situation so dire, this cool ability will have many more fun uses. But the sage's power isn't used for pranks. I feel a chill behind my back. Is it just me? Anyway, the next anchor here, the anchor here has been set. Can we see the anchor? Yeah, look, the anchor is there. Oh wow. Let's see, where's the other one? Our monster's gonna spawn here, I'm guessing. No? Okay, investigates. The two quickly reach the second anchor under Vita's guidance, and Shingeru began to pray. ... Alright, we have successfully located the second anchor too. Thankfully, Vita managed to accurately figure out the direction instantly. If not, we would have to search forever. It's amazing to be able to deduce the future. Although it requires that mysterious interferometer in this process, it was not only Prometheus, Vita could also do some necessary technological work, right? You really can't judge a book by its cover. From how you spoke and acted before, it's difficult to associate you with the title of a post-apocalyptic engineer or astronaut. ... Shingeru was prepared to respond to Vita's retorts, but the usually talkative girl went silent this time. Vita, Seely, are you guys there? After a while, a bubbly and girly voice rang again. Ah, I'm here. Vita, did something happen? Something unusual happened to the other Seely and the rest on another side, but it looks like they managed to resolve it themselves. Nothing to worry about. Although it seems like you meant to say that I was very childish before, but I'll still take it as a compliment. So you were listening. Yep. But deducing the future is actually not as difficult as you imagine. The interferometer doesn't have the ability to directly see the future. It only stimulates possible outcomes when we perform a certain action and deduces information from them. Something like a weather report. That's not quite right either. The weather report can control the weather. Can't control the weather after all. I'll say it this way instead. Time always has crossroads that lead to countless futures. The interferometer can only calculate the trails of these crossroads and find the most useful one for everyone. If these crossroads didn't exist in the first place, how can I deduce anything? Hold on. That means it's not only because Seely brought out to existence of the anchors, it's also because we were searching for the anchors. That's why you can provide guidance. That's right. That's what I meant. Like a spaceship that's flying and being repaired at the same time. The future isn't a single line, but countless possibilities overlapping each other to create a messy picture. Because you guys have created the past for me, I can limit the number of possible futures within a reasonable range. Otherwise, the interferometer will be drowned with countless similar yet different choices and completely lose its direction. So, it's because everyone has outstanding intentions and abilities. That's why we have these results now. Thanks for the encouragement. You're pretty good with words, Vita. The next anchor point should be this way. Oh, alright, where are we going? Huh? What happened? That's nothing. We already have the results. Come with me. What was that? I missed it. I missed what happened there. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's already here? This one's already activated. What? Is this the place? Then I'll begin praying. Wait, Susanna? Oh. So many monsters. Oh, that's not good. Where's the anchor point? These jerks didn't wreck it, did they? Forget about that. We need to focus on the fight. It's weird the world bubble enemies weren't as strong as before. Is it because the bubble this world's bubble is collapsing? You sound Susanna, leave what you can to me. Is that it? Finally, it's almost finished. There's still more? These enemies are very weak though. Is it actually because this bubble universe is dying? Or collapsing, I mean, that the enemies are weaker now? Ooh, ha. We survived. What happened? Are you guys okay? Kira told Vita about the abrupt battle just now. These monsters are way stronger than before. As if they were activated, they only showed themselves and attacked us when we started praying. If I hadn't noticed the danger earlier, Susanna might have become their shooting target. So, is the anchor really here? Huh? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Something wrong with the coordinates I have deducted here. This is just a place to close the border of the bubble universe, where the effects of the universe is the weakest. Because of that, those enemies you talked about gathered here. Please wait, I'll look for a possible location of the next anchor again. That's good, as long as it wasn't because the anchor was damaged. But why did the deduction suddenly go wrong? Is there anything special about this place? Well, about that, it's just a simple operation error. Let this idiot explain it to you herself. Well, I think I matched two values in the wrong order, so the interferometer holds list from many years ago, so you know, like how Susanna misreads the topic when writing a report sometimes, yeah? So that's why that's a common mistake indeed. Wait, no, that's not the issue. Vita, why are you acting like it's justified? We went through a tough battle because of this just now. Sorry. Shingo and Kira looked at the robot and human bantering in front of her and sank into deep thought. Indeed, as Vita said, it could really be a small mistake, but if Vita led them to a trap with the excuse of making a mistake, as people who didn't know the future, they would be defenseless. In that case, things are going to be tough. Shingo and Kira murmured to herself for a long time, and finally decided to stifle the bottomless anxiety instead. Regardless, Vita will gain nothing from this bubble universe's destruction. At least our goals are aligned in this aspect. And if I can't trust the comrades fighting alongside with me, who else can I trust in this world? You know, I kinda do agree with Shingo and Kira, man. Vita is still a little suspicious after all. Thankfully, there were no mistakes in Vita's subsequent deductions, and so they were retrieved most of the anchor. They have retrieved most of the anchors and saw Snow Holy City, as expected. I was just overthinking. Doesn't overthinking kill the bear? There's a saying that goes with that. I don't know. I still find Vita suspicious, man. If the interferometer judgment is right, the next one is the basic anchor on the other side of the universe. But, what's wrong, Vita? The deduction tells me that behind this anchor, there may be some abnormal things. Abnormal? What does this mean? Actually, something similar happened to the other Sealy and the rest on the other side, and they lost connection with us temporarily. Maybe it's because this anchor is located at the weak spot in this bubble universe, so it creates more changes that are similar to the nature of the Sea of Quanta. It can cause people to hallucinate and enter a dazed state. What? And even witness the past or future that couldn't have existed. Looks like this is the place, Kira-senpai. Let's begin. Accidents might happen when we are praying. What kind of accidents? Don't tell me it will be those enemies from before. No, I won't be able to deal with them if they appear again. Thankfully, this is the last anchor. Once we locate all the anchors, we can find a way to contact the real world. Let's end this strange journey as soon as possible and return to our original world. But as a Valkyrie, I must fight against all sort of strange and abnormal circumstances. You never know what you'll encounter in the future. No, Susanna, what are you thinking about? Calm down. Glass anchor, please appear smoothly, very smoothly, very smoothly. The world lit up abruptly. The white light began to spread deep in the Valkyrie's soul. Unlike the everlasting daytime in Salt Snow Holy City, this light was invasive. Even after closing her eyes tightly, Susanna could feel that burning light. She seemingly heard a subtle voice next to her. Susanna, 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 Susanna. Susanna, stop shaking, or I'm gonna faint. Who is that? Oh, is that Ningurath? Phew, you're awake. Never mind, it's Alvitiar. But why is she here? Alvitiar? Why are you here? The exact same thing I said. Susanna, don't tell me you were scared into a coma. Have you forgotten our mission? Wait, isn't this Apple or whatever that thing is called? That one place? Mission? This place? Sudden realization. What is this place? Oh yeah, it is this place. Yeah, I know what this place is. ... A few minutes later, which means the Immortal Blades have received a mission to investigate this place, but we are trapped here because we were separated from Wendell-sama during an enemy ambush. Susanna listened to Alvitiar's explanation, sinking more and more into disbelief as she continued. In simple terms, that's right. Weird. I do have the impression of being trapped here, but I should be trapped inside a bubble universe. Why did I appear here? Bubble universe? I heard you talk about a similar experience indeed, but that's something that happened 7 or 8 years ago? 7 or 8 years ago? How can that be? Oh! So you mean that I fell asleep in the bubble universe and woke up 8 years ago, just like what happened to Shushin-sama? Or maybe like Durado-sama? I hurt my head during a mission and lost 7 to 8 years worth of memories. No, how can that sort of thing happen? Everything before her was so ridiculous that it was almost laughable. She could vividly remember the details of the mysterious universe, strange worlds of black and white, the legendary Valkyrie senpai of a comrade who became the sage. She couldn't see these as things that happened long ago. Every time she encountered an wondrous obstacle, she would pray that she could wake up to find all those troubles resolved. But now it has really happened. Susanna didn't feel happy at all. I must be daydreaming. Susanna, what's wrong with you today? You are not like yourself. This is like sort of what the abnormal circumstances were, right? That she's in the future now. Well, she's hallucinating being in the future. Hey, bring out that A Valkyrie spirit in you. Let's look for an exit again. A Valkyrie? A rank Valkyrie? Yeah, didn't you finally pass your A rank Valkyrie examination recently? We even invited Durando-sama and the others to celebrate for you. You don't remember something so important? I didn't think I'll really become an A rank Valkyrie. Is this for real? Alvitiar, quick, hit me. Elvitior shook her head in exasperation, but assented and swung her fist at the girl's arm. Ouch! This really isn't a dream. Of course not. When you pass your examination, I give you a punch like that too. So do you believe in me? Do you believe in it now? I didn't lie to you, alright? Yeah. Although I'm still unsure about a lot of things, but my strength is true. Elvitior and I seem to really have become stronger. Shusheng-sama once said, things will eventually sort themselves out. I'll trust in that and find out what happened as I search for an exit. Alright, Elvitior, although I'm not sure what happened, let's look for an exit together. Check this out, Elvitior. I learned a lot about being a detective as I worked to become an A-rank Valkyrie. Why is she walking like that? As a good rule of thumb, the proof is always in the details. Come with me. Nothing yet. This is just a little mistake. Let's check somewhere else. Okay. Nothing here either. Susanna, are you sure that your detective intuition is that good? Alright, let's look for clues somewhere else. What about here? This doesn't seem right. What happened? No, I can't find any clues. Understandable, as we have conducted a fingertip search earlier. The communication tool hasn't responded and no trace of leaving has been found nearby. And those abandoned buildings, there must be monsters hiding inside. What are we going to do? Oh, there's more of them. If it was these monsters that cut off our communication with Durado-sama. Susanna, you're such a proud speak. What are they doing? What are they doing here? There's more of them here than in South Snow Holy City. At this rate, I don't think I can take them on. But she's an A-rank Valkyrie now, so she should be good, right? No, I shouldn't jump to conclusion just yet. This is really 8 years ago. I should have grown as well. Why not give it a shot? After all, I'm an A-rank Valkyrie now. There's a lot going on right now. It still doesn't work. Yeah, bro, I'm struggling too, man. How can they still be standing? We're about to have no energy left. Not near any damage. ... Elvitior. It's just a scratch. Let's just use ult, man. It's just a scratch what I think he's doing. Susanna, let's give that a try. Right, I'll cover you, Vitor. Stand by. Fall back! Susanna, here! I have to run all the way over there! I'm dying! I have 1 HP! Okay, I survived with 1 HP, man, thankfully. Yes! I would have been dead, man, what the hell? I got, like, damaged while the animation was going on. The ruins obscure the running figures and the clamor from the enemies pursuing them grow instantly. Phew. We are finally safe. Elvitior, how's your injury? It's just a scratch. I'll take care of it quickly. Don't worry, for a Valkyrie, scars from a battle are like badges of honor. Ugh. Elvitior, I'm sorry. Alright now, Susanna, I'm really fine. It's just a flesh wound. Sorry, you're the one who got hurt, but you still have to comfort me. It's all because I'm too weak. That's why you got hurt. I'm such an unworthy teammate. No, Susanna, come on. In that case, we'll be an unworthy duo. Compared to Durado-sama and the rest, we don't have an outstanding we don't have any outstanding talents or great abilities. Even as backup members, we got separated from the squad and lost contact with them. Oh man, I really hope that Vita becomes a Valkyrie or something, bro, because they seem like they could work together, man. I don't know. Sometimes I'm really worried if I'm a deserving Valkyrie, and am I always causing trouble for the squad captains and everyone else? I'm always learning about the training like everybody, but there's no improvement. The more I strive to do better, the more trouble I cause. Is it because I'm still not working hard enough? Am I not smart enough? Not brave enough? Or do I have a flaw that I can't make up for no matter what? Susanna. If Durandal-sama and the others were here, they will definitely be able to tell me what to do in this situation. I have rested enough. Alvitio, you can stay here. I'll look around and can. Well, we had a tough time in that battle just now. We still defeated plenty of enemies. Durandal-sama and the rest must be looking for us now. They will know that we are once away. They will know that we are here once they see those enemy corpses. It will be counterproductive if we miss them before because we're hiding. As expected of Susanna, you regained your usual liveliness real quick. It's nothing. I was actually really nervous up to now, but because of that, I want to reunite with Durandal-sama as soon as possible. Although we are still far from being an S-rank Valkyrie, I feel like my frustrations are still trivial when I see the Valor of Honor. How do I put it? If you lower your head and all you will see is sand. You can only see the stars if you look up, something like that. That sounds just like you. I come from a desert after all. That's not what I meant, but never mind. Shall we go now? I'll go with you. But your injury, it's really nothing after all. I heard your speech, I feel like I should work harder too. If you become an A-rank Valkyrie one day, rather than being just a friend, I'll rather be an A-rank Valkyrie's partner. Huh? Will that day really come? No, now's not the time to be thinking about this. Let's do what's necessary first. Oh wait, that's... Susanna, look! Is Durandal-sama wait, what? Is Durandal-sama and Rita-sama, they really found us. Durandal-sama, Rita-sama, we're here. Wait, Susanna, watch your step. Ah. Oh. Evidently, she was too excited after seeing the people who served as her emotional support. The excitement made her forget that they were hiding in an abnormal building to escape their enemy's pursuit. She stumbled on the debris and fell down the building after a wobble. In times like this, I still should look below. Her consciousness blurred along with the dizziness from this orientation of the fall. The girl felt like her body didn't belong to her. Soon after, she felt the cold, hard floor. Fine snow touched her fingerprints after she regained control over her body. The girl sat up abruptly. Hey, she's back here again. Huh? She bumped her forehead against someone's chin and heard a groan. Susanna rubbed her aching forehead and panically looked up at Kira, who was holding her own chin. Kira-senpai! Sorry, senpai, I didn't mean to do that. It's alright, it's my fault for getting too close. But you were completely awake now, right? I realize what's going on now. If Kira-senpai is here, that means that everything that happened before was just a dream. That's true. It's impossible to become an A-rank Valkyrie overnight. That's not true. Hard work and motivation and dedication can, accomplish your dreams. It's not accurate to call this phenomenon a dream. It's cause it's more complex than you think. Dr. Schrodinger, have you guys finished your mission? Of course. Look at who's in charge. We were discussing why those screens appeared just now, why those scenes just appeared just now. Of course, let's eliminate the possibility of a collective dream. When it comes to dreams, I'm a master of teaching people how to dream during the day. I can definitely tell the difference. In contrast, everything here feels similar to what those whips make you feel. Wait, nobody here thinks that the whips here are the same as the souls on the other side, right? Huh? Are they not? The dead can't be revived, dummy. Unless the residents in this universe can't truly die, why would their souls be around? Then the wisps that you guys talked about... Strictly speaking, consolation is just a process that gives them their personalities. Didn't Silly and Herschel Saintians mention this before? On that side of the world, there are 3 types of residents. Those who have yet to remember, those who remember the past, and those who have already forgotten. I think in this current situation, these form a complete lifetime of a resident of Country of Iron Sand. They are living beings who exist to pray for people on our side, or rather, non-human entities. Isn't that right, Prometheus? Correct. Although, accurately speaking, they are not abnormal stigmata. But you can apply your understanding of how abnormal stigmata exist on them. Which means the constellation and the nightmares we had before are all a part of this universe's rules? Huh? What are you guys talking about? I wasn't the one who entered an illusion. Wait, I wasn't the only one who entered an illusion just now. Yeah. When the last anchor appeared, I was pulled by a white light into an illusion set half a year into the future. There I was standing on a stage and there was an accident during the performance. Accident during the performance? That's not important. Something similar happened to the other side of the universe. Accident during the performance? What? Aside from how I saw pitch black darkness before I fell into an illusion, is exactly the same as what you said. Huh? Then what did you see? I don't really understand it. Something about a small planet, the borders of the solar system. No idea. Pluto? I don't really understand it. Something about a small planet, the borders of our solar system. No idea. The only small planet that I know that's in the borders of our solar system is Pluto, which isn't even considered a planet. But maybe Herschel's Indians doesn't even know if it's a planet or not. After all, I escaped that space after a short while. I thought, how dare anyone mess with the consciousness of a Herschel of Saintians? That person must be tired of living. But I couldn't even find a trace of the mastermind. Because there's no mastermind behind this all. I saw you shouting in the air when I woke up. You look incredibly dumb. Then, silly, what did you see? ... Nothing special. I left this godforsaken place and trained and did missions as usual. Then Celie and I saw similar things. Susanna shared her experience and her illusion with everyone. That's expected of Susanna. You are still running from enemies even in an illusion. After listening to everyone's experiences, I have an idea. I think I understand what all of you just saw. Maybe my previous mistake, dragging everyone into this. Perhaps what you saw was your future. Hearing that, everyone fell into silence. As it involved the nature of the interferometer, everyone pondered on what Vita said. As you said, indeed, my illusion took place 7 or 8 years in the future. Well, that's impressive. Even false gods can manipulate time. Are you saying that they just sent us a few years into the future? Of course, I don't have that sort of power, but in this bubble universe that can transform deceptions into reality. Transforms deceptions into reality? You mean I'm the one who allowed everyone to see those illusions? According to previous deductions, an anchor that triggered these illusions is initially located at where the bubble universe is weak. Maybe that's why Seely's Sage's authority was fully unleashed. But why did it cause others to think about your future? Oh, that's right. While locating the anchor, I was fervently thinking of the possibilities that the various futures can build. Although my tool can only deduce a limited number of possibilities, maybe Seely's abilities affected the deduction of the future and developed a new reaction. Even so, you can barely manage to deduce things that might happen, no? You don't even know what will happen in the next second, much less the future. Seely. That's true. The other Seely is right. It's just one of the many possibilities regarding the future. It might not happen in reality, and ultimately, this is merely a guess. There's no reliable evidence for now. Although it's only a deduction, they are reasonable points. After we have solved the problem with this bubble universe, do you mind if I do some research on this phenomenon? Of course. In fact, I want to know more about it too. Future, as in becoming an A-rank Valkyrie. If the future in my dream comes true, that'll be pretty nice. Pretty good indeed. Seems like I unintentionally gave everyone a good experience. I wonder if a certain someone who forcefully broke out of her illusion regrets now. Nonsense. From the moment I was born till now, I have never known regrets. What if the future has been determined? Us searchers can change it if we don't like it. They are mere illusions. I can create numerous of them for you. I'm afraid you might lose interest in reality if you saw too many of them. It's not in the stars that to hold our destiny, but ourselves. Even people of the past knew this. Modern folks like you should too. How rare to hear you say something logical. Huh? You must be joking. The great Herrscher of Saintians always speaks words of wisdom. What you just said doesn't really fit the description. What? What are you itching? What are you itching for a fight again? Gosh, I said it was just a guess. Everyone, don't think too deeply into it. Yeah, enough with the jokes. Don't let a guess like that affect our original pace. Since everyone managed to successfully capture all the basic anchors, we can begin the integration test of the insides of this bubble universe. We should return to the tower. Let's decide on what the next action when we meet again. And I want everyone to know that Miss Lin, who has been missing this entire time, this is our plan, our greatest variable. On this matter, she'll definitely will not harm all of you. Oh, someone's confident. Kiara-senpai, now's not the time for this. We can clarify everything after we meet face to face. You're right. Then let's make haste and get going. Susanna? Yeah, see you later, Seely. See you later, everyone. Cutting off the connection with Susanna and the others, the tower instantly became quiet. Perhaps the various tasks had taken up too much of Seely's energy, as if and she was more silent than usual. Seely quietly listened to the other Seely breathing as she thought about something. In the moment, a simulator room separated the White Tower, and the two people walked into the shared soul space. Seely, it seems like we can't help much until Dr. Schrodinger and the others come up with a conclusion. Ever since we entered this bubble universe, everyone had been overwhelmed by numerous incidents. Now we can finally have some time to ourselves. This was something we commonly had in the past. Yeah, it's hard to imagine how so much has happened in just 1 to 2 days, but at least we can still be together now. Yeah.
ゼーレ、
Silly.
さっきの入れ
Were you
大丈夫だ
alright
った？
when you were consoling the souls just now?
賢
Yes,
者の剣
the,
能と
sa-
私
the
の相
sage's
性が良
power
く
is
なってきたみた
resonating
い。
with me better.
私に
To
とって
me,
はもう呼
it
吸と同
has
じで
become
自然にできる
as
ようになって
natural
き
as
たから
bleeding,
負担もかなり
but
少なくなっ
it's
たんだ
getting
よ。
less burdensome over time.
心配しな
Don't
いで。
worry, I won't suffer
私は
alone
何
in
も言わずに
silence. You
一
should
人
be
で
able
何かを耐えたり
to
なん
tell
てし
that
ないから。
I have always
ゼーレも知ってるでしょ？
been improving. Huh.
そうね。
Yeah, we
あ
have
なたは
improved
す
a
ごく
lot,
成長
and
したわ。
even
ゼーレ？
silly.
いいえ。
No, it's
何でもないわ。
nothing. The red silly is sad, man.
大丈夫だよ、
It's alright,
ゼーレ。
silly. It's just the
こ
two
こ
of
は
us
私
here.
たちしかい
You
ないん
can
だ
say
から。
anything that's
何でも遠慮なく話
bothering
して。
you out
ゼ
loud.
ーレ、
Silly, you.
何か
Are you hiding
私に
something from
隠し
me?
事をしてるよね。
Oh.
あなたは幻
What
覚で
exactly did you see
一
in the
体
illusion
ど
of
んな
the
未来を見
future?
たの？
What kind of person was Seely? Even people who have only met her once could tell. Friendly, quiet, and kind. She's friendly but not intrusive, quiet but not cold, kind but not foolish. This personality she was born with made her uniquely gentle, or rather, she is embodiment of gentle. 10 a.m. Shixo training room. Wait, what?
作戦訓練モジュー
Combat
ル
training
ロー
module
ド完
loaded.
了。
Would you like
訓練
to
を開始し
commence
ますか？
training?
ゼーレは準備がで
Ready?
きました。
Begin.
始めてください。
Jesus. You defeated them easily, bro. Damn, bro. Whoa. What? In just a few moments, Sealing was able to complete the S rank Valkyrie's
終わり
training.
ました。
Finished. The next is.
あそこの人は
It's. Who's that? Timido.
ゼ
Sealy senpai is so strong.
本当にお強いですね。
Who is she? A young Valkyrie stood before the door of the training room, her face painted with admiration as looked at the battle record by the wall. When she noticed Celia walking towards her, she frantically bowed. Good morning, Celia senpai. Good morning, you are Timido,
先月予備隊
the
員として
support member who
対
just
崩壊
joined
特
the
別招待に
anti-Honkai
編入
special
してき
squad
た
last month, right?
君
Yes, I'm Timido
対
Cute.
崩壊招待
Wait, her name is actually Timido Cute? Melee striker of anti-Honkai squad. Pleased to meet you, senpai.
平気だよ
It's
緊
okay,
張
don't
し
be
ないで
nervous. You have improved a lot from the time back in Nagasora. Huh? Half a year ago, Sealy senpai saved me when I was in danger during an internship mission in Nagasora. We have only met once. I didn't think you'll remember me, much less know my name.
みんなの入隊動
Because I
画
have
を見て
watched
るから
videos of everyone's
全員よ
squad's
く頑張って
entry
る
battles
し
and
すごく素敵
all
な
of
バル
you
キリ
are
ーと作
such
戦隊員になって
diligent,
ると思
outstanding
うよ
Valkyries and special squad members. Do you remember every new recruit's name? You are just as strong and gentle as the rumors say. I never thought that I'll be able to talk to you. I'm so touched. If there's any task that requires you to carry items around, leave it to me. I can serve you tea too.
それは持
Please
ち上げ
don't
すぎ
say
だ
that
よ
I'm just a normal
ゼ
fighter
ロ
like
もみん
everyone
なと同
else.
じで
If it's
ただの
possible,
戦士だから
please just call me Sealy. See? See? Sealy? Timido's face was flushed. She didn't know where to look, and it seemed like she'll faint any moment now. She took deep breaths continuously and finally calmed down after a few minutes. Sealy senpai, I still have a humble request. Actually, after you saved me, I just forgot your gallantry in battle. It's not just me, all the squad members, we know feel the same. So if it's alright with you, can you give us some pointers, please? It's still not so much as a pointer. I'm always ready to spar. Alright, but today's not a good day. I already promised a friend to. It's alright, silly. You'll get to meet lots of new friends. You won't feel lonely. Huh? Silly senpai, is something wrong? Your complexion is... ... Oh, it's nothing. Silly looked away in confusion. Under the rays of sunlight, there were only floating specks of dust. Nothing else. Only she knew that she intended to eat 2 servings of parfait alone. ... What kind of person was Silly? Even people who only just met her could tell she was friendly, quiet, and kind. She is lauded and well liked. She receives love and admiration from everyone around her. Just like when she was in the orphanage, she treated this world kind, and in return received the world's kindness. Even though it was the ability to fly through storms, a butterfly still belongs in the garden, and now fate has only given her back her original life. What? At 3 in the afternoon, Seely knocked at the door to Sioara's home. Many years ago, when the incognito case in Nagasoro was solved, she often did volunteer work here with Susanna. ... Miss Seely is here. Good morning. Seely was surrounded by a group of children when she entered through the door. Hello, everyone. Miss Susanna isn't here yet? Miss Susanna was just reading us a story, but she suddenly got a phone call after she yelled, "I'm sorry, I forgot that I had to submit my my mission report today," and left. But Miss Seely hasn't finished the story yet. Miss Seely, can you continue reading it to us? That does sound like something she would do. What story was she reading? The story of Little Red Riding Hood. The sweet Little Red Riding Hood went to her grandma's, went to see her grandma in the forest with lots of delicious food. When she opened the door, she realized that grandma has grown fangs. It's actually the big bad wolf disguised as her grandma. This is the story. I'm very familiar with it. But the Little Red Riding Hood suddenly laughed and said, "Hehehehe, how interesting. Who would have thought that a prey would deliver himself to me?" She swung her scythe and chopped his bacon. What? I don't remember this version of Miss Red Riding Hood. Miss Red Riding Hood sneered at the wolf that was still bearing his fangs and claws. Do you know why my hood is red? The big bad wolf did not reply, of course. She shook her head in disappointment and picked up the basket and scythe and began her journey to look for even stronger prey. This is the story of how the Little Red Riding Hood changed her destiny through effect alone. I don't remember this story, bro. Huh? The hunter doesn't appear? Hunter? There's no hunter. But I remember there's a hunter in Little Red Riding Hood, and something feels weird. Miss Seely, is this really the story of Little Red Miss Riding Hood? ... Weird. Yeah, from his perspective, it is a little weird. But never mind. That was unlike any fairy tale I've ever heard, as expected of Miss Seely. Miss Seely, tell us another one. Huh? ... Sure then. Then I'll tell you a story that I'm most familiar with. Long, long ago, there was a certain country with a distant and beautiful ocean. How far was the ocean? As far as only a handful of people in the entire country knew of its existence. And in the depths of that ocean lives a pure and pretty little mermaid. The little mermaid was very lonely, and her only friend was her reflection in the water. water. No, that's not right, Miss Silly. If the little mermaid lives in the ocean, how can she see her own reflection in the water? Oh, that is true. That's... So Little Mermaid has no friends at all. Don't worry. Nobody will distance themselves from you because of your past, and nobody will fear you because you are weird anymore. What? You will be loved by everyone and live a life illuminated by sunshine and surrounded by flowers. Huh? Who are you exactly? As the children looked at her in astonishment, Silly stood up abruptly and looked around her confused. Yet all that response to her was silence. A warm breeze swept gently past her cheeks like a subtle sigh. ... What kind of person was Silly? Even people who have just met her would tell she was friendly, quiet, and... Okay, what? Only the people closest to her knew that gentleness was akin to the sea, calm and accommodating, but with an unpredictable torrent hidden beneath. Her friendliness was generosity cultivated from thousands of journeys. Her quietude was tranquility born from unexpected changes, and her kindness was instant, even unchanged after shedding blood and tears. Destiny's chisel refined the girl's life and continuously and unforgettably. Having gone through the torments of deadly dangers, she was no longer the girl who only knew to weep silently while hiding in a toy box. Silly ended her schedule for the day at night and began to return to her temporary accommodation alone. From the adjacent crossroad, a woman in a hurry appeared suddenly and accidentally ran into her. Ah! Oh, sorry, I was distracted and didn't notice you. Are you Miss Silly? Yes, someone I rescued previously during the mission, but at this time, Silly was still... ... Have you forgotten? There was a hijacking incident in our city long ago. You saved me back then. If I'm not mistaken, am I? You have changed a lot since then. How do I put it? Back then you spoke and acted more fiercely, and your personality was extremely assertive. ... No, you're not mistaken, but I have always been like that. I never changed. As for your impression of me, it must be a misunderstanding. ... Go back now. What's going on, bro? Leave. Silly. Bronya! A familiar voice stopped Silly in her tracks. Bronya-chan, why are you here? I came here on a business trip from an academic conference, so I dropped by to see you. Really? You didn't, wait, why didn't you tell me? I must have been waiting for a long time. Quick, come on in. Although it was only a temporary accommodation, this room was still furnished cleanly and cozily. Bronya looked around for a room and sighed softly. It was hard to tell if it was out of relief or concern. It's late. How about you stay overnight? The teacher said Shiora's home gave me lots of snack. I'll boil some tea. It's been a while since I stayed up chatting with you over tea. I'm so happy. More importantly, how are you feeling these days, Silly? Have you gotten used to this place? If you're willing, I can request for a principal to switch me back to your operation squad. Huh? Of course, I'll be glad to work with you. But
ブローニャお姉
must
ちゃんに
have
も
things you
やり
want
たい
to
こと
do
があるはず。
too.
せっかく
You
全てが
finally
軌
managed
道
to
に乗っ
get
てきて、
started on the path
ブ
you
ローニャお
want
姉
and
ちゃんも
found what you
自分
wish
のやりたいこ
to
とを
do,
見つけられ
but
たのに、
I'll feel guilty
セ
if
ーレのせいで ブローニャお
if
姉ちゃ
I
んが自
stalled
分
you
の
from
夢を
pursuing
諦
your
めたら、
dream.
ですが、
But
セーレ、
Seely, you
本当に一人で
are
大丈
you
夫ですか？
sure you're okay alone?
ブローニャお姉ちゃん、
Bronya, you
心
don't have
配
to
しないで。
worry. After all,
だって
I have been living alone for a
以前も
long time
長い
before
間
this.
すみません、セー
Sorry,
レ。
Seely, but
ですが、
you know what I'm
私の
talking
言ってる
about,
ことは分
right?
かってるは
I
ずで
want
す。
to hear your
ゼー
sincere
レの本心を
thoughts.
聞かせてください。
Dot.
私はゼーレのことを信じてますし、
I always
これま
believe
で
in
の
you
成
and I
長も
witnessed
ちゃん
your
と見てきま
growth.
した。
You're very matured and strong now,
今
but
強いからといって、
being
どん
strong
なことで
doesn't
も一
mean
人
you
で
have
抱え
to
込む
endure
必要がある
everything
わけではないゼー
alone.
レ。
Seely,
一人で
are you
本
sure
当に
you
大
are
丈夫ですか？
okay alone? Dot.
大丈夫だよ。
I'm
ブ
fine,
ローニャお姉
Bronya. I'm
ちゃん。
doing fine.
セーレは全然大
The
丈
work
夫。
at Chickso
懸
is
命で
going
のお仕事
smoothly.
も
I
順
have
調だ
grown a
し、
lot
すごく成
and
長もしたの。
even made a lot of new
新しいお友
friends.
達だってた
Even
くさんできたし、私一人しかい
even
な
if
くても。
I'm left alone, I also. Oh, she said. Dot.
何も怖くない。
Don't be afraid,
何も
Seely.
変わらないから。
Nothing will change, even if
私がいなくても。
I'm not by your side anymore. The gentle whispers of the night breeze blew over the girl's ears like a wave that tried to ease her heart. Seely leaned her head at Bronya's shoulders and hid all her emotions in the dark. Dot.
そうだね。
You're right.
ブローニャお姉
What
ち
do
ゃん。
I need to do to accept
セーレは
this?
もう一人
The
の
other
セーレがも
Seely,
う。
she's not
Died,
here
Dante.
anymore. What? The other Seely died? Perhaps too much of her past tugged at her heartstrings. Tonight, the memories she had buried before in her resurfaced in her dreams. Perhaps everything started from Cocolia's orphanage. A weak girl incidentally found out her other self, who was hiding in the shadows. Life was full of obstacles. Through all the turmoils, her other self gained her own persona, appearance, and name. She shared the girl's life. Then,
やっぱり
as expected,
ここに戻って
I'm
きたん
back
だね。
here,
支配劇
the
場。
theater of domination.
いつ来ても
Something
ここの気持ち
feels
悪さは変
off
わらない
coming。here. Why are we here
一人もい
again?
ないと
No one is
本
here.
当に広い
It's
よ。
completely empty. We can run. Let's go.
そう。
Yes, this
こ
was
こだ
the
ったよね、
place
ゼーレが。
where I first
この
gave complete
体を
authority
完
over
全
my
に
body to my other self. Even though her memories about the Herrscher of Dominance were unpleasant, the girl still had good memories here. That was the first time she fully opened up her heart.
やっぱり
As expected,
あなたはここ
you
に
are
もい
not
ないん
here
だね。
either.
気弱なピノキオ。
Weak Pinocchio. A muffled voice was heard from an unknown spot at the edge of the theater. Who's here? I mean, who's there? Who's speaking?
行ってみよう。
Let's go and take a look.
ピノキオには秘密の
Pinocchio,
友達が。
secret friends.
これは
Is this a fairy tale?
孤独なピノキオを
Lonely Pinocchio
隠して。
hid.
声が近くなって
The
いる。
sound is getting closer.
友達が盗まれてしまわないか。
Afraid of his friends being taken? Dot.
これは
That is. Dot.
気弱なピノキ
Weak
オには
Pinocchio had a
秘密の
secret
友達。孤独な
friend.
ピノキオは
Lonely Pinocchio was worried about losing his friend, so he hid his friend away. Even so, Pinocchio was afraid that his friend would be stolen away. Pinocchio thought, how can I protect my friend? And finally thought of a way. He thought, I just have to hide my friend in a place that even I cannot find. With that, Pinocchio forgot where his friend was. From then on, Pinocchio never had to worry about losing his friend. Walking towards the mirror, Seely finally heard the full story of this fairy tale.
変なお話。
What a strange story.
声はこの
Is the
鏡から
voice
出て
coming
きて
from
るの
this
か
mirror?
な。
A full-length mirror stood silently before her like a lone door headed to the unknown. Looking in the mirror, she had reflected a dim and unexplicable sense of unease grew in Seely's heart. Dot dot dot. She clenched her fists that were damped with cold sweat as she walked towards the mirror. Oh, she touched the mirror. Is she gonna go in the mirror? Who's in the mirror? What's happening in the mirror? It's crazy how there's actually like something supposed to be there. When she saw the reflection in the mirror, it felt like her blood had frozen into eyes. Dot dot dot. Wait, her eyes are red now. She finally understood the source of that unease. In the reflection of the mirror, the girl who had a gentle smile had blood-red eyes. How? I am... Seely stared into the mirror with fear. The girl in the mirror had the same expression. A question was posed to her, seemingly from deep within her soul. Do you really not know what's happening? Dot dot dot. Seely trembled uncontrollably. She saw countless fragmented scenes flash before her because of her dizziness and blurred vision. Dot dot dot. A devastated world, enemies that cannot be defeated. Dot dot dot. Numerous wounds, rivers of tears, arduous battles, and an abrupt farewell. Dot dot dot. Is she crying? This Oregon snippets of memory shatter like shards of broken glass, piercing deeply into the girl's chest. The last scene she saw in her mind was how her pure self quickly lost the shine in her eyes. Celia stumbled and held herself against the mirror and trembled as if she had been electrocuted. Dot dot dot. Why? Why did things end up like this? What happened? Because they were facing an undefeatable enemy. Because they never found a way to victory in the end. Because destiny preferred to toy with the ill-fated. Or because of me. The rest is up to you, the other me. Don't worry, silly. We'll resolve everything. I'll protect you just like every time before. Why didn't I fulfill my promise? I am the one who can protect you. That's supposed to be what happens. That's supposed to be what happens. That's supposed to be what happens. I am the only one who can protect you. I am the only one who can save you. I am the only one who can let you live on. And it's in red text. Damn. As layers of her gentle facade was peeled away, they revealed a truth drenched in blood. The crimson of the eyes of the person in the reflection was so intense that it was almost dripping with blood, as if to constantly remind her of who she really was, just like a silent taunt from destiny. Look, you have deceived the world. You have even deceived your closest companions, but you still cannot deceive yourself. No, that's not true. That's not like... Wait, it's not like that. It's not... It was not Seely who vanished, but... This must be it. This is the only way. A body can continue to live without a shadow, but how can a shadow live without a body? So she must be the original Seely. And it can only be that Seely. ... Seely
ここにいるんでしょ
is right here now. She reached out her hand and covered the red eyes of her own reflection.
大丈夫
It's alright, Seely.
あなたな
You
ら
will get to meet a
新
lot
しい
of
友
new
達がたくさんで
friends.
寂しい思い
You
を
won't
したり
get
しない
lonely. Wait, I think I understand now. This voice is Blue Seely. Well, the Seely that we saw earlier that was lonely and that told that weird story about Little Red Riding Hood was Red Seely. What happened?
心配しない
Don't
で
worry, nobody will distance themselves from you because of your past, and nobody will fear you
あなた
because
がおかしい
you
から
are
って
weird
誰も
anymore.
怖がったりしないあなたはみ
You
んな
will be
に好か
loved by
れて
everyone and live a life illuminated by sunshine and surrounded by flowers.
何も怖
Don't
く
be
ない
afraid, Seely.
何も変
Nothing
わらな
will
いから
change even if
私がいなくて
I'm
も
not by your side anymore. What happened to Blue Seely?
ツール
Seely?
ツール
Seely?
ツール
Are you
大丈夫
alright, Seely?
私は
I'm alright. That's right. How can she explain such a ridiculously yet realistic memory?
あなたはよ
You
く
know,
知ってるは
Seely.
ず
You know, Seely isn't a crybaby and a dummy anymore.
泣き虫でもバカでもない
Oftentimes, she handles herself more maturely and bravely than
二
you.
つのことには
You two
何の関
seemingly
係もないように見えるけど
These two seemingly unrelated things have given you a vague premonition.
人々の
The
信
faith
仰
of
と
the
無視の
masses
心
and a
は
heart that
枯れ落ちる
is
花しか生
selfless
まない
will only
た
conceive
とえ
a
その香りが
flower
良かったとし
that
ても
will
味
surely
わいたけ
wither.
れば
Its
死に直面する覚
fragrance
悟が
is
必
rich,
要なの
but to smell it, one must prepare to face death.
おそらく以前
Maybe
僕
my
がミ
previous
スをしたせい
mistake
で
dragged everyone
君た
into
ちも
this.
君たちが見たのは
Perhaps what you saw was your future. ... Even though she debunked Vita back then, that guess definitely broke her heart. Even if that illusion was not an illusion, what if she saw was really the bloodied reality from making certain decisions? Even if the probability was merely 1 in a million, she absolutely didn't dare to ignore
本
this
当に
risk.
大丈夫よ
I'm really fine.
ただ
I
ゼーレ
just
と大喧嘩した夢
dreamt
を見た
that
だ
the
け
two
だ
of
から
us had a huge argument. That wasn't a hasty excuse. If the other her decided to press on the matter, she'll definitely notice something wrong, but she merely looked shocked for a moment before smiling again.
そうだったんだ
I see.
じゃあ
Then
未
I
来の
should
自分の代わりに
apologize
先
in
に謝
advance
っておくね
for the future
ご
me.
めん
Sorry.
何よ
That's it?
つまらない反
What
応
a
ね
boring reaction.
嘘だったらどう
What
す
if
る
I
の
was lying to you? Then
もしそうだったら
I can
騙
only
されるしか
believe
ないよ
then I can only
だって
believe in
そ
a
の場合
lie because you
ゼーレはきっと
must have done something
私を思って
so
嘘をつい
wait
てるんだと思う
because
し
you
ゼ
must
ーレ
have done so with my best interest in mind. Seely. Seely's words made her feel a rush of warmth in her heart. Yet when she recalled the details of her dream, that warmth was dampened immediately.
そんなに信じない
Don't
でよ
trust me so much, dummy.
ゼーレさん
Seely, Vita, we're
戻りました
back! Exclamation point.
お帰りなさい
Welcome back.
お疲
You
れ
have
様
all worked hard.
使い走りなん
It's
て
just a small
全然
errand,
大
don't
したこ
mention
とじゃ
it.
ない
Or
わ
rather, this
というよ
is
り
all the help
そ
we
れく
can
らいこれ
give.
からが本
The
番
main
よ
event is just about to
すで
begin.
に
If
行
we
方不
can't
明になってる
rely,
ミステルが頼りにならない場合
if we
ビタと
can't
シュレー
rely
ディ
on
ン
the
ガー博
missing
士たちにお
Michelin,
願いするしかないし
we have to depend on Vita and Dr.
はい
Schrodinger.
こ
Yeah,
ういう世
right
界
now
に
the
どうやって
question
接続
remains,
するのか
how
は
can we
今のところ
successfully
難題の
connect
ままですも
to
ん
the
ね
real world?
確かに
In the each is listening to
ベー
things
スア
like
ンカー
basic
ポイントとか
anchors, world
世
scale
界規模のア
anchors,
ン
and
カーポイント
axes
とか
makes my
軸
head spin.
大丈夫
It's alright.
道
Yeah,
が
we
な
don't
けれ
have
ば
a
作るま
path,
でよ
we'll just have to make one. A langed female voice rang suddenly. The idea that had left long time ago appeared before of them out of the blue. Beknownst to them, Prometheus was already following her behind. Just like when they first met on the moon, Miss Lynn approached Seely with a great interest and looked around
どうや
herself.
ら
Looks like I just came on time. Miss
その時計って
Lynn,
本当に正確
you
ね。
have impeccable timing
あり
indeed.
がとう。
Thank you for your
何
compliment.
しろ
After
私は
all,
約束
I
を
have
守る
always
タイプ
been
だ
a
から
dependable
そ
person.
して今回
And this time,
必要な素材
I
が
have already prepared the
全部用
necessary
意してある。
materials that you all need.
さあ
Everyone,
ついてきて。
please follow me. Okay.
ちょっと何の相談もしないでどこに行こうとしてるの
Is
よ。
Vita just gonna stay there?
と
Huh?
建設現
Construction
場
site?
とか
Oh,
そ
there
の
we
例
go.
え
There's
方な
Vita.
ら
Does
理解
this
してもらえ
metaphor
る
help you understand? Yeah, I've only made it harder to understand.
こういう世界の座標を探
The
した
last
ため
time
に
she let Miss
社
Ellen
の潜
said
在
she
的
was
脅
going
威につ
to
いて
take
調
it
査
upon
する
herself to look at the
前
real
回
world's
離れた
coordinates
時
and
に
look
ミステ
into
ルは
the
言いました
potential threat.
次
What's
は
going on? I
その
can't
作業の
move.
成果を
And the
確
next
かめ
time
る
she
番
was
で
going
す
to test the subjects of her work. What the hell? A few moments later, at the top of the tower,
つまり
you
二つの世
two
界
have a
の
way
終
to
わりと
immediately
固有世界を
construct a
つなぐ
path that
道を
connects these two
こ
bubble
こに
universes
構
to the
築す
real
るつもり
world.
私はイデアだ
As
か
an
ら
idea, of course,
普
I
通の
have
人間と
aspects
違う
that
ところ
are
はもち
different
ろんあ
from
る
normal
その
humans.
特殊な
The
ところって
special aspect to
何の
always
過程
give
も
a
なく結
conclusion
論を出すみ
with
たいな
any explanation whatsoever.
いつかあなたが
If
私の
Miss
ようなイデ
Kira
アに
is
なる
really interested, perhaps you
わかる
you
か
will
も
be
しれ
able
な
to
いわね
understand when you
キラが本
become
当に
an
興味
idea
がある
like
な
me
ら
one
話して
day. Yes. Dot dot dots. Dot dot
みんな
dots.
もそろそろ
Alright, everyone
ミステル
should be
の表
used
現
to
に
how
慣れて
Miss
き
Lin
たかと思い
communicates
ま
by
す
now. Next,
次は
I'll help her
私が
explain the
代わりに
fundamentals
こ
of
の
this
方法の原理
method.
プロメテウス
Prometheus.
大丈夫です
Don't worry, of course, I'll respect your privacy. Huh?
実を言うと
Actually, there's
ミス
nothing
テルが
special
使う
about
方
the
法に
method that
特
Miss
別
Dylan
なところがあ
uses.
り彼女が単独行動を希
She
望し
acted
たのは
alone only
成
to
婚計画の残滓
only
を
to
柔軟
efficiently
に利
make
用す
use
るためです
of the remnants of Project Stigma. Huh? Ah,
キラはまだ
perhaps
分からない
Miss
かもしれ
Shingrid
ませ
doesn't
んが
understand it well.
もともと
Project
人
Stigma
の意
is
志で
a
空間を構築す
technology
る技術
that
が含まれ
utilizes
ているの
humans'
が
wills
成
to,
婚計画
to
なんです
construct a
キアナが
space.
終焉の理
Although
事
the
者になった
spiritual
時に
space
成
that
婚
Project
計画
Stigma
によ
was
って作られ
created
た精神
had
空間
dissolved
は
when
すでに解
Kiana
体され
became
ま
the
したが
Hersher of Finality.
両種の上に
It
は
left some
まだ回収
construction
されてい
materials
な
in the
い
Seal
結構
Planta. On the
当
other
時のイデ
hand,
ア
as
とし
an
てのミス
idea,
テルは
Miss Dylan was
成婚計
originally
画
one of
が
the
地球
mediums
に
that
降
allowed
臨する
Project
ために必
Stigma
要な
to
媒介の
descend
一
on
つでつま
Earth.
り
It
一時的に
regarded
考
as
えれば
as a
彼
one-off
女にはそうい
attempt,
う
she's
建築素
capable
材
of
を
bringing these building
私たち
materials
の
to
元に
us
集め
and building
世
a
界
bridge
の
that
泡と
connects
固有
this
世界を
bubble
つなぐ
universe
と
to
い
the
う目
real
的の
world.
橋を作る能力がもちろん
Of course,
それは彼
this
女に
project
とっ
is
ては
extremely
極めて
complex
複
for
雑な
her
工
as
程です
well.
必然的に
Moreover,
そ
this
の人気の
makeshift
橋には
bridge is bound to
多
have
くの
many
制限がそういう
limitations.
ことですよね
Isn't that so, Mr. Lin?
とてもわかりや
Prometheus
すくまと
summarized
め
it
てとにかく
perfectly. And
み
if
んなが
all,
私の努力を
if you
信じてく
all,
れるなら
if you can trust my
次の
efforts,
行
our
動は
next step should
ゼー
be
レが定着済みの
absolutely
アンカ
give the
ーポイン
location, the
トを
located
私たちの
anchors
中
to
の
someone
誰かに
here.
与え
So
その
she
人と口頭
temporarily
を一
connected
時
to
的
the
に
tower.
接続させ
So
る
she's temporarily
そ
to
し
the
て
tower
二
and
つの
carrying
世
out
界
the
の
access of
軸
the
を
two
持ち
worlds.
さら
This
に私
person
が
will bring
構
them
築
back
し
to
た
the
通路
real
を通る
world
ことで
through the tunnel
す
I
べこれがうま
created.
くいけば
If
その過
if
程は
things
社
go
の潜
according
在
to
的な影
plan,
響を回
this
避できれば
process will bypass
その
Sa's
人がうまく
potential
固有世界に戻ることがで
influence
きれば
as long as this person remains to returns to the real world
たとえ
successfully.
社が終焉の眉と同
Even
じレ
if
ベルの存
Saw
在だっ
is
たと
one of
しても
the
Kiana の
same
終焉の
magnitude as the
権能を借り
cocoon
れ
of
ば
finality, you can
十分に対処
handle
できるはずよ
Saw with Kiana's authority of finality.
成
In
婚
other,
空間
in
の
other
距離を
words,
一時的な媒
you
介
intend
に
to
して
use
量子側
the
の
metric
多様
of
体
stigma space
世
as
界
a
の泡
temporary
を
medium,
直接居
so
住側の固
the
有世界や
bubble
終焉の
universe,
眉には
so
め
the
込
bubble
むことで
universe that is a manifold of the quantum side can be directly embedded into the proper world on the imaginary side, and even the cocoon of
政
finality
権のような
without needing
固定し
a
なければならない中
normalized
継点を不要にする
really
ということなの
node
ですか
like the holy
シュ
sword.
レーディンガー博
Dr.
士
Schwaroldinger,
そう理
you
解し
can
てもらって
understand
も
it
構い
this
ませ
you
ん
can understand it that way.
ですが
However,
他のみんなに
if
も
we
理解で
want
き
the others here to understand what we aim to accomplish. We probably should have explained it like Miss Ellen. Okay, I suppose I need to explain it in layman's terms. If you can trust Miss Lin, then let her guide. Seely to shape the two axes of the world in a baton and rely on the most suitable runner. The runner will dash all the way to wait,
こちらの
will
世界
dash
から
all
一
the
気
way
に
to
こ
the
ういう
real
世界に
world
戻って
along
バトンをあ
along
ち
the
ら側の
path
科学
created by
者
Michelin.
もしくは
Rely
キアナ本
rely
人
the
に渡
baton
す
to the
と
scientist over there, or
全てが
Kiana
救われま
herself,
す
and thus save everything. Oh, I
そうい
get
う
it
ことで
now.
したか。
Looks like the
わかります。
runner
歴
in
史
the
の本
battle
に書
of
いてあった
Marathon I
マラ
read
トンの
about in
戦い
the
の
history
伝令
books,
ス
right?
ーサナ。も
Susanna,
うちょっと縁起のいい例え
couldn't
は
you
ないの。
have like then wait, couldn't you have likened them to someone who survived?
つまり
What? So,
それ
indeed,
ほどの大役を
the
務め
person
る
to
人は
assume this
こういう世
great
界との互換
responsibility
性が
must be the
最
most
高である必要
compatible
があ
with
る
the
のです
real world. In other
言い方を
words,
変えると
closest to being an ordinary
最も普通の
earthling,
こういう世界
compatible with the
互
real
換性
world,
が
closest
最
to
高
being an ordinary.
最
I
も
got
普
it
通の
down. When Susanna lifted her hand, she was confused to find everyone staring at her. Oh yeah, because she is the most suitable human, right?
す
Huh?
みません。いつもの
Sorry,
癖
I
で
heavily
知
wrote
ってる情
everything
報
I
をすべ
heard.
て
You,
皆さん
you guys kept disgusting.
私の
You
こと
guys
はい
keep
いですから
disgusting. Just ignore me. Sigh.
本当
You're
に
such
鈍
a
い子
dull
ね。
child. Haven't you
まだ
realized
気
that
づいてないの？
wait, haven't you
ここに
realized
いる
that
人たち
all
の
of the
中で
people presented
こう
here
い
are
う
the
世
most
界との
compatible
互
with
換
the
性
real
が
world? Huh? Huh?
私が
Me? You want me to take those
私が
anchors
アンカー
back
ポ
to
イン
the
トを
real
持って
world?
ダメです。
No way, there's
私
no
一
way
人
I
じゃ
can
絶
do
対
this
無理でも
alone.
ここにいる皆さんは
I sure,
私よりずっと
I'm sure
向いていま
anyone
すよね。
else is more qualified than I
どう
am.
して
Why
私なんでしょう
is
か。
it me? This job
そん
is
な
too
の
difficult for me.
難しすぎます。仕方ないわ。
I can't do anything about it. This is because,
スーサナ、
Miss Susanna,
あなたはここ
you're
にいる
the
唯一
only
の
ordinary
普通の地
earthling
球人
here
なんだ
at
もの。
the moment.
状
Huh?
況を整理しましょう。
Let's go over this again. Among
二人
us,
の
the
税
two
では
Seelies had
成
awakened
婚
their
覚醒
stigma
者。
and are cursed to
そし
never
て
leave
今
the
は式
tower.
の律者は
Ursula
厳密
Sapiens
に言う
being the
と人
purest
間の体を持ってない。
manifestation
最
of
も純粋
Honkai
な崩
doesn't
壊
have
の
a
結晶
human
私はシュ
form.
ガーズと共
I
に
have
漁師の海で何年も
drifted
漂流して
after
たか
the
ら
sugars in the sea of
すでに
Honkai for
存
many
在の性
years,
質が変
which
化
has
してい
altered
る
the
し
nature of my
シュレーディ
existence.
ンガー博士も同
This
じよ。
is even more so for Dr. Schwolrodinger.
残りはミステルと
Misthalin
プ
is
ロ
an
メテウ
idea
スね。
created by Stigma.
彼女たちは
Prometheus is an
成婚
AI
から生まれ
from
た
a
イデア
bubble
と、そ
universe.
してビタは
As for Vita, according to
本人曰
herself,
く
is a
そもそも彼女
Venusian
は金星人
through
で
and
固有
through.
世界という前提を省
Even
略
if
し
we
たとして
ignore
も
the
地球との関係は微々たる
premise
もの
of the
よ。
real world, she has little to no connection with
そう
Earth.
考える
That
と
leaves you
あなたこそ
as
が
the
唯
only
一の適
suitable
任者でしょ。
candidate, doesn't it?
頑張って
Come on,
スーサナ。
Susanna.
この
This
世界
bubble
の泡の未
universe
来、そ
future
して
and our
私たちの身
safety
の安全
all
は
depends
あ
on
なた
you.
にかかってる
That
んだか
makes it
ら。
even more worse for her, man. She's gonna have like intense freaking pressure and everything. Dot dot dot. For years, the girl was troubled by her ordinaries. Yet, when she was favored by her ordinaries for the first thing she felt wasn't joy but panic.
待ってください。
Wait,
プラ
I
ンと人選
since
に
we
意義
all
は
agree to the
ありません
plan and the person,
次は
we
計画
will
の
now
実行
discuss
に
the
関する
details
詳
of
細を
implementation.
決めたいのです
Listen, how long do you expect our preparations to take? Oh, wait, I'm not mentally prepared. I'm not mentally prepared at all. Sub,
私が計
I'm
画
in
の中
charge
心
of
を
the
担
core
当するなん
plan.
て皆さん
Is everyone
本
serious?
気なのかな。
15 minutes before the plan
ビタさん
commences.
計画が始まった
Vita,
ら
when the plan
ビタさんに方向を導いてもらうことになり
we
ます
need
け
you
ど
to we need
そ
you
の
to
前に
guide our way.
少し
Are
休
you
まな
sure
くて
you
も
don't
大
need
丈
to
夫な
rest
の。
before that? When Vita who was measuring something with a machine provided by Prometheus heard Seely say that, she smiled in
大丈夫だ
response.
よ。
It's
今
okay.
はすご
I'm
く
still
元気
full of
で
energy. In
あと
fact,
3日
I
3晩も
can
働
work
け
for
そう。
3 days without sleep.
むしろこれがいつもの
Rather,
僕
this
って
is how
感
I
じか
usually
な。
work.
異なる
Jumping
世界を行き来する
between
のは
worlds
と
really
ても
takes a
体力
toll
が
on your
必要だから。
stamina. Therefore, you don't need to worry about me. I have
心配しないで。
gotten used to it. Seely nodded and looked at the tool that she has been that had been generating data in her
そ
hand.
れは
What's this?
ああ
This
これは
is a
簡易的
simple
なデー
testing
タで
tool.
僕がミスを
Didn't
したせい
Susanna
で
and Co.
スーサナたちが危
got
険な
into
目に遭って
danger
る
because
ね。
of my mistakes? So I built
だから
this
プロメ
under
テウスに
Prometheus'
指導し注意
guidance.
によるミ
You
スを
can
正
correct
しくするだけでは
mistakes
ない。
caused by
この中には
carelessness.
スーサナ
It
の
also
奇跡なモ
stores
デルも保
Susanna's
存されてい
movement
る。
pattern
彼女も
model.
なかなかそ
You
そっかしいから
know,
ね。
you
きっと
know
行
she
動
can
中に
be
ア
a
クシデントが
crux.
起きるはずだ。
Her operation are bound to be
そう
full
いう
of
アクシデン
accidents.
トを予測
Predicting
し
and
て
preventing
回
those
避すること
accidents
が
is the
僕たちのような広報
responsibility
サポーターの責任だと思わ
of
ない？
only Logitech's members, right? I'm speaking from
ビタ
experience.
さ
Vita. It was. Wait, it was only now that Celia realized Vita wasn't really naive, cheerful, and carefree as she appeared to be. On the contrary, she had never forgotten those details that she waved off with jokes.
そうだよね。
Yeah, how
リ
could
タ
she
さんの
be
過去
a
を考え
simple
れば楽天家で単純なだけの
optimist
人だ
with
なん
a
て。
past like
あり
that?
がとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
おや
Yeah,
ゼーレ
Sealy,
僕はできる
I
ことを
only
して
did
る
what
だ
I
けだ
could.
よ
You don't have
そ
to
こ
be
まで
so
感動
grateful
しなさ
for
い
it. And
これも
it
僕
was
自
for
身のためだ
myself.
君たちは
You know, my
僕の
past
過去を知ってい
through
る
my long life, I
長い
have
人生
been
の
saying
中で
goodbye.
僕は
Goodbye,
ずっと
fate.
様々な別れを経験してき
Fate
た
will always destroy where I call home and
運
take
命はいつも
away those I
僕
grew
が
close
僕はず
with.
っと逃げて
I
き
have
た
been running away despite
運に
having the
恵ま
love
れ
to
何
outrun
度も破
doom
滅する
every
運本当
time.
にそれでいいの
Is
かな
this really okay?
本音を言うと
To be honest, I like
僕は
it.
ここが
I
大
like
好
it
きなんだ
here. It's
いろんな場所を巡ってきた
I
けど
have been to many
それ
places,
でも
but
ここ
none
が
of
一
them
番好きなん
compared
だ
to this one. It's
穏やかで誠実
idyllic
で
and
素直な人たちば
homely,
かりで
like a
まるで桃源郷みたいだここで僕は
I
純
met
粋
so
な人
many
にた
pure
くさん出
souls
会っ
here
て
and
純粋なことにたく
involved
さ
in
ん触
so
れて
many
きた
pure things. Hearing this might make
こ
you
んな風に言うの
cringe.
は少し恥ずかしいけど
Why would they say
ここに
cringe?
いるとき
What?
特にゼーレたち
But
と一緒
here,
にいる時間
especially
は
when,
1分
but
1
here,
秒がと
especially
ても
with
楽しいん
all,
だ
with you all, I enjoy every minute, every
Vita-san.
second. Vita.
理性的に考えて
Realistic
も
speaking,
自分に何がで
realistically
きるのか
speaking, I actually
僕に
don't
はわからな
know
い
what I can
僕は
do.
いろいろな経験
I
をし
may
てきた
have
かも
gone
しれ
through
ないけ
many
ど
things, but I
僕
am
の
still
能力
weak.
は別に大
Unlike
し
you
たもの
all,
じゃな
I
い
can't protect the world I care
君た
about,
ちと違って
nor the people I
僕は
care about.
でも今回は
But this time, no matter
何
what,
があ
I
っても
want to leave
こ
something
の世
for
界
this
たとえ
world. Even
たとえ勝てないほ
if
どの
I
強い
must
力に
fight
抗
with
う
a
ことになっ
power
たと
that
しても
can't be defeated, I want to protect my
僕は
life. Dot, dot,
安
dot.
心してください
Don't
ビ
worry,
タさん
Vita, we will
あり
succeed.
がとうゼー
Thank
レ
you, Sealy. She pounced on Sealy and hugged
ゼーレ
her.
の故郷も
Sealy's hometown
きっ
must
と
be
美
a
しくて
beautiful
平
and
和なと
peaceful
ころなん
place.
だろうね
Otherwise, it wouldn't
だから
have
こそ
raised
ゼー
a
レは可
sweet
愛く
girl like
て優しい
you.
女の子に育っ
Oh,
たんだと思う
that's sweet, isn't it? That's very sweet.
なのに
But
今の君
now
はこんな
you
ことを経
have
験
to
し
go
なけ
through
れば
all
な
of
らない
this to say you're
怖
not
くないなん
scared
て
is a
言うの
lie,
も
right? Dot, dot, dot.
大丈夫ですよ
It's okay,
リタ
Vita.
さん
My hometown
私の故
actually
郷は
underwent a
実は少し前に
catastrophe
世界が滅びるほどの災害を経験したばかりです
that almost destroyed the
でも
world, but we
みんな
managed
の
to
努力のおかげで
conquer
最
it
終
by
的に
working
そのだから
together.
今回も
So this
問
time
題を
I'll
ポジティブに
continue
考
to
え
see
るよ
our
うにしてい
problems
ま
in a
す
positive
リタさん
light. Vita,
私た
believe
ち
in
を信
us.
じてください
Vita, believe in
リ
us.
タさ
This
んの
time
家
we
を
will help
守
you
れるよう
protect
に
your home.
私た
It
ち
will
が
no
協力し
longer
ます
be empty. Dot, dot, dot. Vita lowered her eyelids, possibly in nostalgia or anxiety. She recalled the night when she asked Sealy to stay at her place. Had the girl before her already foreseen the whole story at that time? No, in that case, no. In any case, she wasn't another Vita. Her name was Sealy, whose only similarity with Vita was the number of syllables. Wait, what? Sealy, Vita. Oh yeah, that's true. The anxiety swept along with her fates had nothing to do with her and began with. So when she raised her eyes, she wore a pure smile. Great. Let's do this together, Sealy. Dot, dot, dot. 40 minutes before the plan begins.
安心して
Don't
プロ
worry,
メテウス
Prometheus. It won't
問
go
題はない
wrong.
わ
Usually when some things like this happen, is usually something, you know, goes wrong in my opinion. Something happens, you know.
あなたっては
Then
最
again,
近はますます心配性になって
haven't you been worrying too much lately?
悩みが
This
多すぎ
can
る
wear a
と
machine down. Ignoring Mistylin, poking Prometheus looked her in the eye with a
こ
frown.
の計画に
Your
はリ
plan
ス
is
クがた
quite
くさんあり
risky.
ます
Must we do it
どう
this
して
way?
なんて言えばいいのかしら
Well, what can I say?
リ
Being
スクは相
risky
対
is
的なもの
relative,
なのよ
Prometheus.
私が今までしてき
If
た
you
試
knew
み
the
を知って
attempts
た
I
ら
made, you
こ
would
の
know
選
the
択が
path I
一
have
番安全
chosen
だってわかる
is
は
the
ず
safest one. Dot, dot,
さ
dot.
ま
Come,
だ準備
there's
作
no
業がたくさん
preparation to
残っ
be
と
done.
あなたも手を
I
貸してくれる
suppose
のよ
you
ね
wouldn't mind
そうでしょ
helping
安
me
心
out.
して
Rest assured, at
今
this
回は
time,
彼女た
I
ち
will
をちゃ
send
ん
them
と
to
元
where
の
they
場所に
belong. Dot, dot, dot. 20 minutes before the plan begins.
ちょっと
Hey, Dot dot dot.
ぐるぐる回らな
Can
い
you
でくれ
stop
る
going around in
めまいが
circles?
し
It
そうだ
makes
わ
my head spin.
はあ
It's not like I
やる
have
ことがないん
anything
だから
better to
また
do.
道を作るとやらの計画にこの式
That
の
road
律者が
saving
活躍す
plan
る機会が
didn't
ないなん
need
て
my
ね
help. Can you
ここ
believe
で
it?
景色を見
So
てるし
here
か
I
ないん
am
だよ
admiring the scene and doing nothing else.
何をしたいかは
I
別
don't
に
care.
どうでもいい
I don't care what you want to
私
do,
の前
but
でパフォー
can
マ
you
ンスアート
not
のよう
make
な真似はやめてくれ
can you not make a scene in front of me?
それとも
Or have you
この世
gotten
から
tired
消
of
えたい
living? Dot dot dot.
面倒なや
What
つ
a troublesome one.
はいはい
If
そ
you
れなら
if
優
you want
し
it
い
so
式の律者
badly,
がある言葉をプレ
this
ゼントしてあ
considerate
げよう
Herschel Saintians will offer you a piece of
ゼール
advice.
に心配させ
If
た
you
くないなら
if you don't
計
want the
画で
other
見たこと
student
は
to
全て
worry, you
忘れ
better
るんだ
wipe everything you saw in the illusion from your mind. She knows.
あなた
You. She knows.
安心して
Relax, I
別に意
didn't
識を
read
読
your
み取った考
mind.
えてることが
It's all
全部
written on
顔
your
に出てるか
face.
ら
I
見
don't
れば
even
わ
have
か
to
るんだ
guess. Dot, dot, dot.
先輩からもう少
Your
し忠告
senpai
してあ
will
げよ
offer
う
you some advice to make your life
意
easier.
識をコント
The
ロール
key
す
to
るコツは
manipulation,
意識を変える
manipulating
ことじゃな
minds
くて
doesn't lie
信じさせること
in
にあるんだ
changing the mind, but gaining
信じさ
trust.
せればどれ
If
ほど
you
馬鹿げ
can
た幻
make
覚で
people
も
believe,
すごい力を発
even
揮
the
できる
most absurd illusions
逆に
can
言うと
exert
誰も信じ
extraordinary
ないなら
power.
実際に力が存在していても
Controversially,
何もで
if
きない
no
可能
person
性がある
believes, then even existing powers may be unable to do
故に
anything.
自分の
Therefore,
い
a
る環
person
境
who
が現実じゃ
realizes
ないって気づ
they're
く
in
こ
a
とが
fake
できれば
environment is largely
幻覚による
unaffected
影
by the
響のほと
illusion,
んどが消
which
え
is
る
the
し
first step
そ
in
の枷
breaking
から抜
free
け出す
from
第
it.
一嫌なものを見ず
Don't
気に入らないもの
watch,
とは
wait,
遊ばない
don't watch
ゴ
what
ミはゴミ捨て場に
you
捨て
don't
面
like.
倒なことは
Don't
誰かに手
play
伝っても
what
ら
you
う
don't like. Dump
自分が
garbage
楽
to
になる
the
ことがで
garbage
きれば
dump. Ask others
誰
to
もどう
fix
す
your
ることはでき
problems
ないでしょ
who can bother you when you have it
だか
easy.
ら幻
So
覚の中
whatever
で
you
何
saw
を
in
見
that
たとしても
illusion, the
それは
madness of
世
the
界の
world
悪
made
意
you
がそう
believe
信
it.
じさせ
No
よう
matter
と
how
してるだ
real
け
it seemed or how
ど
accurate
れ
it
だけリアル
reflected
で
your inner
あなたの
fear,
心の
it's
恐怖に
just
近か
an
ったとしても
illusion.
それが分かれば
Once you
幻覚は
have
誰も傷つ
that
けないし
figured out, the illusion can't
現
hurt
実に
anyone,
影響を
much
与えるこ
less
ともできない
influence reality.
それが
You can even
意識の
say
権
this
能
is the
の限
limit
界
of
だ
the
って言って
authority
も
of
過言ではない
sentience. Dot dot dot. Celie stared at the Herschel sentience in disbelief. She never expected to hear those words from her. After a while, she suddenly turned her head and spat out a word she wasn't used to using, rather childishly.
ありがとう
Arigato. Thanks.
やっと言えたんだ
you
ね
finally said it. I have waited long enough.
もう少し言え
Go
ない
on,
か
will
な
you say I'm forever in debt
全知全
to the
能な
wise
式の律者
and
様に
noble
心から
Herschel
の感謝
sentience?
を
I love hearing
あな
that.
たね
You,
頭がおか
what's
しいじゃ
your
ないの
problem? You gotta love Senti, man. Dot dot dot. 10 minutes before the plan begins.
座標を作って
Establish
一部の
coordinates.
データを送り戻
Transfer
してそれから
spatial
こっちに向
data
かって
back.
行動する
Turn to this side.
スーサナ
Susanna,
少し止
stop
め
for
て
now. She's freaking out, man. She's freaking out.
違う違う
No, I
次
need
は
to
左
turn left. I
止
can't
めちゃダ
stop.
メ
Just calm down, Susanna. Goddamn. Yes.
手元の作業をし
I
ばら
meant
く止
stop
め
what
てっ
you're
て言って
doing
るの
first. What the? What? Kira senpai, stop pulling my face. It hurts.
どう
Have you
これでやっ
waken
とノー
up?
トから
Have you
戻ってき
waken
たわ
up from
ね
taking notes yet?
はい
Yeah.
ダメですよ
No,
キラ
no,
先
Kira
輩
senpai, this
今
isn't the
絡ん
time
で
to
る場合じゃありま
unwind.
せん
The
もう
operation
すぐ行動
will
が始まっ
commence
ちゃいます
soon,
し
so I
今の
need
うちに流れを
to
もっと把握しないと
so I need to familiar myself with
もう
it.
一度メモを
Let
確
me
認さ
go
せてく
over
だ
the
さい
notes one more time.
あなたっ
I
て
don't
子
know
は
what to say. Looking at the early cautious girl, Kira senpai smiled in
昔
defeat.
のことを思
You
い出してしま
remind
っ
me
た
of
わ
my
それと
past and the
少
illusion
し
that
前にあっ
happened
た
long,
幻
long,
覚
long time ago.
そういえ
Illusion?
ば
Oh,
キラ
right.
先輩が
I
幻
still
覚で
don't
何
know
を見
what
た
you
か
saw in
そう
there.
ね
Well, I
自分がも
saw
う一度
myself
ステージ
standing
に
on
上が
a
った
stage
姿が
as
見
an
えたわ
idol
キラ先輩
again.
は
Kira
本当
senpai
にアイ
really
ドルが
likes
大好きなんだね
idols.
キラ先輩のような強い
A
バル
tough
キリーなら
factory like you
きっ
must
と完
be
璧な
to
ステージを
deliver a
作り出せ
perfect
るはず
performance.
です残念ながら
Unfortunately,
外れ
you're
よ
wrong. What?
ひどいパ
That
フォーマンスだ
performance
ったわ
sucked. I sucked so
あの
much
経験
that
を頭
I
から
want
取り
to
除いて
that I
漁
want
師
to
の海
dig
の
out
一
of
番
my
深いと
brain
ころに埋
and
めたいほど
bury
に
it in the
ね
deeps of the Sea of Quanta. Ah,
今まで教
I
えてなか
haven't
ったア
told
イドル
you.
として
Actually, I have a
私に
flaw
は
that's
致命
fatal for
的
an
な超
idol.
絶音痴な なの。
It's that I can't
普通
sing.
の音痴より
It's
ずっと
even
ひどい
worse
のよ
than。the usual tone deaf. What?
これは私の人
This is my
生最大
biggest
の秘密だから
secret. Please
絶
keep
対に
it.
内緒にしてちょうだい。
Please keep it from me.
だって
For me.
歌えない
After
アイ
all,
ドルっ
an idol who
て
can't
戦
sing is
闘力のない
unacceptable
バル
as
キ
a
リーと同
Valkyrie
じ
who
くらい
can't fight. Oh man, poor Kira, man, didn't know that.
かつての私は
I
い
didn't
ろんな努力を
want,
して
I
完
did
璧なアイ
everything
ドル
I
になろうと
could
したの。
to become a perfect
でも
idol, but no
どれ
matter
だけ
how
努
hard
力
I
しても
tried,
遠い彼方の星のように
remain
ア
a
イドルは
star
永遠に
hanging
触れられないと
at
ころ
a
にある
height
の
I
よ。
couldn't
そして
reach.
未来の
That
幻覚
illusion
も
of the future told me the
同じ
same thing. Oh man.
私
I may understand how you feel, Kira Senpai. I really wanted to be a competent Valkyrie like Dura sama and Rita sama and Shushang-sama, so I have been watching their backs like they are stars in the sky. After giving my all, I thought I could finally touch them, but the reality was they left me far behind again. I think Kira Senpai must be able to understand how I feel too.
ええ
Yeah.
誰にも得意なこと
Everyone's good.
不得意なことがあ
Everyone's
る
good at and bad at
それは生まれ
something.
ながらにして持
This
つ
is
才能だ
what
し
this
永遠に
is
変えられ
something
ない
we are
現実
born
なの
with and can never be
キラ
changed.
先輩
Kira Senpai,
私たち
is this all we
ずっ
can
と
do? I
こ
can't
のままなん
accept
て大
it.
丈夫よ
It's
ス
alright,
ルサナ
Susan.
才能
I mean,
経
Susanna.
歴
We
様々な
may
理由によ
never
って
become who
自
we
分たちの
dream
憧れ
to
た
be
姿になる
because
こ
of
とは
our
できないけ
talents,
ど
our experiences, and other
その
factors.
憧れの
But we
姿に
can also
限りなく
get
近づくことならできるわ
infinitely closer to
しかも彼女たちにもできないようなことを成し遂げられるかもしれない
things that even they can do.
これもあの幻
That
覚が教
illusion
えてくれ
also
たこ
told
と
me
なの
this. Shingare Kira smiled. Although she was talking about failure, her face was not at all gloomy. In her vision that reflected the future, she couldn't become a perfect idol, as her companions expected. Yet, even though she saw her hidden imperfect side, they weren't disappointed in her. Of course, this included the girl in front of her. Thus, now she was only pouring out the gratitude and realization she felt at the time.
確かにあのス
Although
テー
it
ジは
was a
失敗
failed
に終わったけど
performance, it wasn't
最
a
悪とまで
terrible
は言った幻
performance.
覚の中で
And that illusion, when
私が逃げてき
what
た
I
ことは
ran away
全然良く
from
なっていなかっ
didn't
た
become better. My singing
歌
still
声は
sucked
耳
and
障
my
りなままだ
dancing
し
was
ダンスだって満足にできなかっ
serviceable
た
at
でも
best.
お
But
客
the
さんは
audience
喜んで
enjoyed
くれ
it.
た
I didn't realize
歌が
that
下手で
even
も
if
不
I
器用なアイド
sing
ルだっ
off
たとして
key,
も
even if
誰かが
I'm
私
a
のことを好
clumsy
きにな
idol,
ってくれる
there
っ
are
て気づ
still
いた
people
の
who love me.
彼らは一緒に
They
私
sang
の
my
曲を
song
歌
with
ってく
me.
れた
It still sounded
聞き苦
bad,
しいままだ
but
ったけど
I could
彼らが
feel
私を
their love for me
私のス
and
テー
the
ジを好
real
きでい
love
て
for
く
my
れてるのが
stage.
感じられ
Those
たわ
are the real homies right there. Not homies, but like those are the real people right there, man. Those are, you know, the
そ
real
れこそが
fans.
アイドルの本
Isn't
質で
this
しょ
an idol's
だから
job? In the end, I
私
never
の
became
憧
the
れてた
perfect
完璧
idol,
な
but
アイ
I
ドルには
became
なれ
a
なかった
true
けどそれ
idol.
こそが
Maybe this is
い
the
わゆる
truth
夢の
of
真実なの
dreaming.
かもしれな
As
いわ
long
ね
as we look ahead and do our
前を
best,
見
our
つめ
dreams
努力
might
し
come
続けたら
true in an
誰もが
unexpected
想像
way.
だからねスー
So
ザナ
Susanna, don't be
緊張し
nervous
ない
and
で
don't be
全力
scared.
で
If
自
you
分にでき
dedicate
る
your
ことをや
heart
って
and
みせれ
soul
ば
to something,
と
you surely will achieve
他の人に
something
はできないこ
that
とが
no
可能になるは
person,
ずよ
that no other person
もしかした
can.
ら
Who's
そ
to
の
say
時のあな
you
たは
haven't already
もう
become
優れた
a
バルキリーになってる
confident
かもしれない
Valkyrie
わ
by then?
キラ先輩
Kira senpai.
さて
Oh, it's
そ
almost
ろそろ
time.
時間だし
Let's relax one
最後に
time
リラ
and
ック
get
ス
ready
して
for
頑張っ
action.
て
Go
スー
for
ザ
it,
ナ
Susanna. After all, she winked at
この
Susanna.
世界の泡の
This
未来
bubble universe,
そして私たち
this
の身の
bubble
安全は
universe,
あなたにか
universe's
かってるんだ
future
から
and our safety all depend on you. Yeah.
ありがとうございます
Arigato
キラ先輩
gozaimasu, Kira senpai. I will never let I won't let you down. Time for the plan to go into action.
みんな
Is everyone
Junior,
ready?
ready?
We're heading out with an imprompt from Misthalin. Everything in their sight began to diffuse like ink and water. Black and white gradually dimmed and new colors spread out before their eyes. Ugh.
スーザナ
Susanna, are
大丈
you
夫
okay? What even is this place, man? It's like weird.
何でもありません
I'm okay, just a bit dizzy.
クラクラするだけでどうして世界の泡
Why
に出入り
is
する
it
ときはいつも
so
こんなに刺激的なんだ
nauseating
ろ
to
う
enter and exit a bubble universe every
し
time?
かしミステルはさすがだね
But Miss
何の
Misthalin
ツール
is
も使って
amazing.
いない
She
のに
sent us out of the
僕た
bubble
ちを世
universe
界の
without
泡から
using
送
any
り出すなん
tools.
て
What a magical
リディアという存在は
instant,
実に
existence
不
of
思議だ
idea is.
聖痕空間を
It's
使った
a
ちょっ
little
とした小
trick
細工よ
aided by the
それ
stigma
に関して
space. Miss Shinguru
キラはよく知っ
senpai
てるわよ
must
ね
be very familiar with it. Dot dot dot. Ever since entering this space, Kira senpai had remained silent, seemingly suppressing her anger. Having finally reached her limit, she squeezed the weapon in her hand heatfully as if it was Mistlin herself. Oh, I'm so familiar with it. Thanks to you, I wandered in this place for days before I found a way to exit. Yes, this is the spatial gap in bubble universes. And now I will pave the way to the real world for you. According to the plan we discussed, I'll predict and tell Mistlin the optimal routes to the real world to help you avoid unnecessary risks, including that elusive saw if possible. The rest is up to you, Shingari, Kira, and Susanna.
固有世界とのつながりが比較的密接しているメンバーとしてアンカーポイントを警戒せずになるべく私が行ける一番遠い位置まで送るわ。
I'll accompany you as far as I possibly can go. Next, I'll temporarily bind all anchors of the two worlds to Susanna. We are counting you, Susanna. Silver glows gathered to Susanna. She clenched her fist and nodded vigorously. Understood. I'll do my best. Don't worry too much about whether this operation is successful. Just do what you can.
さっき教えたようにね。
Like we all agreed on. Yes, Kira Senpai. In the end, this is only an experiment. Even if it doesn't work, we have the wit and skill to find another solution. No need to feel stressed. Thank you, Vita. But still, it's almost impossible to not feel nervous. Everyone's future is in my hands. Well then, let's begin. I must remind you that this path to the outside of the bubble universe is neither presence or enduring. You two must make a haste. She stopped smiling for once and raised her flag at the end of the road. Oh. Oh, the path of building a world is paved. Jesus, that was awesome. Both of you, please. Dot. Let's go. Do you see the directions I've marked? Just follow the signs and you'll be okay. We attack this? Oh, we can't attack. Why is she not gonna follow us? Never. Okay, well, okay then. Let's go then. We're gonna touch that. Enter? What is that? Ah, Kira Senpai, I see something over there. Susanna, stay away from it. Huh? Beneath that spatial distortion lies the sea of quanta Porschever singularity, which should be one of the byproducts of Mistress forced opening a path. Although a curvature singularity on this scale is basically harmless and can't maintain itself for long, if we take the nature of this mission into account, making contact with them might eject us from the current path, thus ruining our efforts. Due to this factor, we must keep our distance from them. I understand, Kira Senpai. So we must stay away from that, okay? What? Can I just go on it? What happens? Okay, I can go on this, okay. Enter. Cross the danger zone safely. What do you think, Susanna? Isn't it fun to weave through the sea of quanta? Senpai, it isn't fun. I'm so nervous I might puke.
足を止
But
め
you
たり
never
はして
stopped
ないでしょ
running, did you?
危険な環境で走
But
り
to
続けるの
run
も
and run in danger
人間の本能ですよね。
isn't it an instinctively response,
それは
right?
どうかしら。
That's not always the
初めて
case.
大
It's
役を
normal
任され
for
た戦
soldiers
士に
on
と
their
って
first big mission to
戦
be
場で足の
petrified with
力が
fear
入
on
ら
the
なかったり
battlefield. Their
足が
legs
つっ
might
たりして
cramp,
しまう
for
のもプレッシ
instance.
ャーの中
It's
にい
easy
る
for
と
people to
頭が
blank
真っ
out
白になりや
during
すいし
under
バ
pressure.
ッテリーが切
It's
れたよう
like
に
their
何
power
をで
got
きる
cut
か
off,
何をす
so
べきかわからない
so
時
they
もある。
don't know what they don't know what they can do or remember what they
そう
should
いう状
do.
況と比べると
Compared to them, you are
スーサナ
coping
は
with
プレッシャーに
stress
強
quite
い方
well,
よ。
aren't you?
そう
Is
です
that
か。私は
so?
ずっと
I
メンタル
never
が弱い
thought
方
of
だと思っ
myself
て
as
ました。
mentally strong. I'm a
バルキリ
Valkyrie.
ーなのに臆病でそそっかしいし 何かがある
Too
とすぐ
scaredy
に
and
取り乱して
sloppy.
しまいま
I
す。
fumble easily when something comes in my way.
ちゃんと任務を果たすバル
In
キリ
order
ー
to
に
look
見え
like
るよ
a
うに
Valkyrie who
基礎を
can
何度も繰り返
do
した
her
り
job properly,
そ
I
の
had
中であ
to
った出来
repeatedly
事は
practice the
全
most
てノート
basic
にメモしたり
subjects.
することしかできなくて
Had to practice the most basic subjects and write down every mission detail in a
もうすぐ
notebook.
任務が始まるの
Didn't you
に
wonder why I
どうし
was
てメモに向かって
working
意
the
味のない
notebook?
支度をしていたのか
Didn't you wonder why I was
先
working
輩
the
は
notebook
疑問
before
に
the
思った
mission
でしょ
began, which seemed pointless? That's
まあ
because I
そうでも
found
しないか
solace in doing it.
バカね
Idiot.
それって
Doesn't
すご
that
くメンタルが強いん
goes
じゃ
to
ないの
showing how tough you are mentally? Yes. Huh?
欠点がいっぱい
As
あって
many
いつも
shortcomings
自分のことを疑って
as
るの
many
に
shortcomings as you have,
それでも
as
心の奥では
much as
自
you
分
doubt
の成長を信
yourself,
じてその目標を達成するために
you
他人
still
より
believe
数倍
deep
も努力
down
してる
that
んで
you
しょ
can reach your goals.
私だったら
If I were
と
you,
っくに
I'll
諦めてる
have
わ
given up long time ago if
あ
I
の
had a
幻覚で
choice
も
in that
強制
illusion.
されてなか
I'll
った
never
ら
have thrown a concert with
喉を
an
痛めた
injured
状態で
throat.
ライブを開く勇気なんてなかったよく考えてみ
Just
て
think about it. A
実家に
girl
お
is
城と
born
鉱山があっ
with
て
a silver spoon,
贅沢な
her
日々を満
family
喫でき
owing
る
castles and
それなの
mines.
に憧れてるからって
She had to
世界で最も
devote
危険な
herself
職業の一つ
to
に就
one
い
of
たの
the
よ
scariest
しかも
performances in
文
our
句を言わ
world
ず
because of
努力も惜しまずに
some 2D dream. Right? Wait, what's that? Because of some 2 dream.
そんな人のメンタルに問題があるなら
if
この世界でメン
If
タル
she's
に問題
considered
がない
mentally
人なんてい
weak,
ないでしょうね
then nobody in this world is mentally strong.
確かにあなたは
Yeah,
臆
you
病で
are
そそっ
scaredy,
かしくて
sloppy, and
す
trip
ぐに取
over
り乱
your
し
own
てしまうけ
feet.
ど
But you
いつも
always
改
come
善
up
方
with
法を
your
思いつ
ways
いて
to improve
最
them
終的
and
にうまくクリアしてる
eventually get
そうで
things
しょ
done.
すぐに頭
That
が真っ
makes
白になった
you
り
so much
諦
better
めた
than
りす
those
る
who
人た
think
ちと比べると
blank out or
スー
give
サの
up.
ヒロ先輩
Hiro senpai.
さて 急にたくさん褒めた
Okay,
し
it's
しばらくは
time,
消化
it's
で
time
きない
to
わよ
take
ね
some time to digest all that
大
praise.
丈夫よ
Don't worry.
その
As
ペ
long
ー
as
ス
you
で前
keep
に進
moving
み
at your
続け
own
れば
pace, one
い
day
つ
you
か
will,
自
you
分
will
の
be
凄さを
you will
心
be
から褒め
amazed
たく
by
なったから
yourself.
こ
Therefore,
れからの
let's
道は
work hard
一緒に頑張りましょ
together
う
on the path ahead, okay? Alright. Let's go touch this one. Oh. Okay, I see what we need to do here. Okay, that one didn't close fully. Okay, well, this is easier than expected. What? Oh, that's not good. Isn't she like more powerful against these? I probably wasted that thing right there, but it's probably better. This route is rather complex. I can't find any landmarks. Luckily, Hiro Senpai is with me, or I'll gotten lost. Wait, Susanna Senpai, let's split up here. Huh? Hiro Senpai, I'm not ready. Sorry, I could have accompanied you some more, but... Oh, there's enemies. Hello, are you okay? The forecast here is fluctuating more violently as we speak. Have you encountered enemies? Can you hold them off? Your forecast is way too late. There's no time. I'll stall them. You keep going down the route planned by Vita. Quick.
私たちの一番大事な
Don't
任務
forget
は
our primary
固
mission
有
is
世
to
界と
establish a
連絡を
connection
取
with
る
the
ことだ
real
それは
world.
スーサナにし
This
かできな
thing
いし
can only be done
スーサナ
by
が
you,
しなければならない
and
こと
you
よ
must and it must be done by you. Besides, Michelin said this path will only last a short while. I don't trust that woman in the least, but since we developed this plan together, we're going to treat it with our utmost seriousness. Give the monster's pursuit to me, after all. That's why I came with you. Kira-senpai, will you be okay alone? Susanna, don't worry about yourself. You'll call me senpai for a reason. Just a blockade, right? I know how to handle this. Ooh, okay. Kira-senpai has bought me some time. I can't waste it. I really like how she's looking back. Wait, are we gonna run or is it gonna be an animation? What? Dots. It's fine. I just have to stay out of its way and everything will be fine. What? Where are we going? I'm guessing we're going this way, right? Enter? Just like that, Susanna. Just keep going at that pace. Huh? What happened? They just keep coming. What do I do? Oh, okay. That's not. Oh, wait. What? What do I do? What do I do? What? What? Okay, I just have to avoid it, I guess. Oh, what? You can fall off? Never. I thought it was gonna protect me or something. Bro, that was crazy. This isn't any better. Oh no! If this keeps up, I'll be surrounded. I don't know where to teleport to. Susanna, over here. Huh? There's some detours once you're in, but at least you can avoid any obstacles in front of you. Okay, I'll do it. Got it, Vita. Oh, whoa, what the hell? What? As Shingiri Kira struggled forward, on the other side, as Susanna struggled forward, Shingiri was trapped. Okay. I guess we're doing a little recap. Oh, this is Shingiri Kira's POV. Sorry, I didn't read that one correctly, man, but I'm guessing what it said was that, you know, like, yeah, it's basically what I said before, right? This is sort of the POV. Oh man, they don't spawn yet. Oh, these are not gonna spawn, it's just going on the ground. It never ends. It's a good thing we let Susanna leave. But if this keeps up, I won't be able to hold out. Oh! Whoa, what was that? This is old, man. Wait, what? Can we target that dude? Now we can. If I can't hold down these monsters, they will storm Susanna. I can't let that happen. Let's use ult again. Let's kill this one off. Where's the other one? There it is. Can I even target the other one? Damn, that does barely any damage, bro. Because I come down to my last result. If I'd rather not play my trump card. Wait, she has a trump card? Oh, wait! Oh, we got some help! I think. Wait, Kira, quick! The COC can keep you safe for a bit, okay? Go while you still can. Okay, let's go. Oh, run it, boy, run it. Ah! Evacuating along the path that Mistlin left for her, Shingorikira's vision suddenly darkened and then brightened. After seeing her surroundings, she was dumbstruck. She had returned to the start. Why am I back here? Isn't this great? I saved you from taking the return trip and getting lost in the depths of the Sea of Quanta. It's great, alright. Then you shouldn't mind me asking some questions. According to you, this path to the real world only lets pure humans like Susanna through. If that's the case, why did this idea pop up in the depths of your journey? This conflicts with what you said. Mistlin, what are you hiding? You said you could handle the monsters, but how? Oh my. She smiled softly. Somehow her porcelain skin appeared a bit placid. I thought you would never guess with your clever mind. I was able to do that because the path leading to the real world is paved by the same material that built me. If there's an enemy too much for you two, as long as I can detach this part of my body in the Sea of Quanta, everyone will be safe. Isn't that right? Mistlin, what is it, number 17? You rarely show such a surprised face. I find it fascinating. Don't ask the obvious. You will pave the way. What does this even mean? Take it literally. I will convert the mother of ideas, which is the stigma space, into building materials and construct a path to the real world. Generic ideas can't produce enough materials, but remember, I have the legacy of Project Stigma. From a technological standpoint, this isn't much different from what I did on Earth. I mean, back on the moon. I know the principle, but I don't understand. Project Stigma is long over. Doing this is putting your life at stake again. It can't be helped because I'm incapable of anything other than that. While you were busy integrating anchors, I tried various methods. I wanted to establish a connection with the real world as I did before when lying traps. However, those methods all failed. They either couldn't connect or caused accidents. After connecting and aren't practical. Maybe we're up against a rather terrifying enemy who's named Sooo, if I recall correctly. All in all, those children are stuck here because of me. If they get lost in the Sea of Quanta or even meet a grave misfortune, I will feel very guilty. Well, I mean, technically, it is your fault, right? I mean, like, come on now. Therefore, this is the best method under the circumstances. Relax, number 17. My body is only being borrowed temporarily. I say I'm taking less risk than a woman giving birth to a child. Can't you have more faith in me? I don't have faith in you because you are spontaneous and whimsical, Mistlin. Recalling that conversation, the AI, for its logical analysis, had a rare urge to make a wish. I hope everything goes smoothly. The sage's authorities since Prometheus wished. Prometheus, how are Susanna and Co doing? Prometheus looked at the mechanical assistants used for containing Vita. Their coordinates were shown on the projected screen. There's been minor mishaps, but things are going well. Oh, that's not good. Huh? Prometheus stared at the projection without blinking. She seemed to be carefully choosing her words before explaining the situation. Silly, Vita, listen to me calmly. Susanna's tracker disappeared. What? Susanna's lost in space? How did things come to this? When Susanna was a child, she already noticed the Fate had a penchant for toying with her. A painstakingly made cake drop on the floor At the last moment, I meticulously rehearsed dance rushed by a sprained ankle while stargazing and ended up being accidentally locked on the rooftop for the whole night. These were part of her daily life, but it wasn't until becoming a Valkyrie that she completely understood the cruelty of fate. I could undo years of hard work in an instant. Done for. I don't even know where I am. Oh no, man, poor Susanna, bro, she's lost. The only thing she knew was that she was far away from the path that Mistlin paid for her. What should I do now? I can't be stuck here forever. Oh, what? Huh? Perhaps fate was more lenient with her today. The communication in her hand beeped timidly. Susanna, where are you? Answer me, Susanna. I don't know. Susanna looked around in bewilderment. She was amidst a vast emptiness. After I ran into that weird thing, I got thrown into this unfamiliar space. Vita, what should I do next? Can I still make it? Calm down, Susanna. As long as I know your approximate location, I can calculate your travel history and exact coordinates through the interferometer. This will strain Mistlin, but given that we can talk over the communicator, we can pave you a new location to the real world once we find your coordinates. We are estimating your location. Can you tell us anything about that? I'll go look for clues. Let's see where the clues can be turned. There we go. Investigates. Susanna, did you find anything? Sorry, the view here is unchanging. I didn't find any clue. Well, there has been instances where you wanted to find people and the landmarks, but only found utility poles instead. Vita told the joke to light at the moon, but neither of them could manage a smile. I'm sorry, Vita. I'll go look in further places. A crystal? There's nothing here. But first, let's do analysis in the surrounding neighborhood. Oh, okay, here we go. Another crystal? What? Here we go. Here too. What about here? Dots. Nothing here, huh? Time ticked by, yet Susanna didn't find any clue to help her locate herself. Her hope dewiled and her eyes began to water. Am I going to be stuck here? If so, who can help Seely? They trust me so much that they gave me this huge responsibility, which only Duranda has fulfilled in the past. But I... Susanna covered her mouth and sobbed quietly. Nothing had changed. She was still the newbie who just joined Shikso and got ambushed by training mecha. This time there was no retry button for her to press. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Had I been more careful, I wouldn't have screwed up. It's all my fault. Susanna, are you crying? Not. I'm just anxious because I haven't found any clues. Keep your hope up. Even without more data, we will eventually find a way to locate ourselves. You keep... Vita? What happened? Vita? Nothing. It's just Mistlin needs some help. Please wait. I need to deal with some things on my end. Sorry. Vita wasn't too much of a hurry to finish, but it was enough for Susanna to guess what the matter was. Mistlin, who was paved the way to the real world, ran into a problem, and its cause wait, what? And its cause was obvious. It must be me. They tried so hard to make this world, but my mistake completely ruined it. Indeed, it was all her fault. Only that she was in no position to feel better for herself and do nothing. Yeah, Susanna, this isn't the time to cry. At least I need to try mending my mistake. Vita, Mistlin, Seely, Kira-senpai. They're all counting on me. I can't find a clue. Can I? Dot dot dot. Hats. Huh? As if guided by fate, something felt out of her chest. What's this? My notebook. Oh, look at that. We can see the notebook right there. Looking at the tiny writings on the notebook, Susanna didn't know whether she should smile or cry. I took so many notes, I did so much work. So much homework, but none of it paid off in the end. I'm such a terrible student. She shook her head and was about to close it and pocket it when her gaze fell on one page. Main objective of this operation is to stabilize two worlds with anchors and launch them back to the real world. Ultimately, by using Kiana's powers, the two worlds will gain a stable structure and will be safe from doom. To do this, we need to find a number of basic anchors distributed across the world and then connect them to the axis, which is the Sage Tower. This way we will be able to construct a world-scale anchor, which is essentially obtaining a rope that can pull two bubble universes, right? Rope, finding different anchors. Could this be another way? And for Susanna, who was lost in the Sea of Quanta, she knew no more than her whereabouts than a droplet that fell into the water. But here and now, she is still shouldered the rope that could pull worlds. Yeah, worlds. Her location alone was difficult to mark, but when the entire rim of the bubble universe shifts under her pull, it was most definitely be observable in the Sea of Quanta. The data that she habitually recorded happened to be solid proof. She finally realized that she did not, out of cowardness, was meaningless. Vita, sorry to interrupt you. I might know where I am. ... About 5 minutes had passed. In these 5 minutes, Susanna reported all of the measurements on her notebook to Vita orally, which was the most primitive way. ... About 5 more minutes passed. When Susanna thought her idea was nothing more than a wild goose chase. I'm ready, Susanna. You. Let's begin. Awesome, the road is clear. You got this, Susanna. Mr. Lin won't be able to hold much longer. This could be our last chance. It's running automatically. Kira-senpai, you went back too? That's great. Yeah, but enough about that. Steely's found something. Susanna, can you see a light in the distance from where you are at? From where you are? Huh? Yeah, I see it. That should be the connection point between the real world and here. Oh, that little light right there? Okay, I see it. Oh, yeah, Susanna, if you make it over there, our plan will be a success. Alright, just watch me. A no-brainer like this will be a walk in the park. But she missed it! She missed it! She had forgotten how long she had been running for. The road behind her let out one threatening roar after another, but she couldn't care about what was happening behind her, because merely lifting her legs mechanically had drained her attention. Must go faster, even faster. I must save time for everyone in the real world. Her lungs stung with every breath, as if her alveoli were gasping for air. The lack of oxygen caused her vision to darken. In fact, she couldn't tell if she still had vision at all. Only a far away and hazy light was in her sight. Somehow she remembered her childhood running. Although she had been practicing dance from a young age, she lacked in physique. She couldn't jump high enough, run fast enough, and always tripped when she leaped. Yeah, ever since then, whenever we ran together, I fell behind the other kids. What did Dad tell me back then? Don't calculate the distance between you and them. That will only get in your way. Just focus on keeping up with the one nearest to you. Just focus on the star ahead of her. That's right. If you keep running and running, I can do it one day. Is that Susanna but as a kid in the voice? I can catch up to them. That's cute. I can learn this dance. I can become a Valkyrie. This time, I can do it. I can do it. Dot 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 dot. Am I going to die? What? Oh, I'm already hearing things. No, I can't fall here. What she was shouldering wasn't the success or failure of one person, but the future of the entire world. I haven't been there for a long time, but the world is the real world, and its residents are living humans. Not to mention that those staying in the bubble universe, included her trusting and caring partner and friends. She suddenly recalled a remark she made. Oh, I get it now. It's like the runner in the Battle of Marathons I read in the history books, right? Even if I'm going to die, let me die on the other side. Wait, what? In 490 BC, the alliance of Greek city-states fought against the invading Persian Empire at the Battle of Marathon. After Greece defeated Persia in this battle, the Athenian soldier Pelidipletes ran from Marathon to Athens to announce the Greek victory and died of exhaustion. Suddenly, possibly a hallucination caused by the dizziness, Susanna felt the light in front of her enlarged like a mirror. In a split second, white lights occupied her vision. Coordinates confirmed. Establishing connection. Looks like the other side is trying to reach us as well. Channel established. 3, 2, 1. Transaction mode activated. What? Is that Bronya? Einstein and angry Tesla? Finally, found you guys. Glad to see you again, Susanna. After you went missing, we have been looking for you and Seely. What happened to you two? Why did you leave? Why did you suddenly leave the real world? Where's Seely? Isn't she with you? She's dying of freaking exhaustion. She's dying. She needs oxygen to let her breathe. Take it easy. Bubble universe is collapsing. And Seely, help, quick. Huh? Dr. Einstein, it's an emergency. We need to get May to help. No problem. I'll contact them. Susanna, Seely is in the other end of this passage, right? Yes. Yes. Be quick. Don't worry. I'll use her sure reasons authority. Uh-oh, that's not good. The sirens in the lab suddenly rang out. Einstein dashed to the central console and operated for a moment, and her face plated. At the same time, to Susanna and Bronya's horror, they discovered the channel that led back to the real world had disappeared. Meanwhile, on the other side, Seely, we did it! Great. Oh, that's not good. Vita, what happened? Is the comms system malfunctioning? Dot dot dot. Vita? Vita? Dot dot dot. Strange. There's a problem with the comms system. Vita, who planned to help Mr. Lin stabilize the passage, noticed that her connection with the tower was cut off by a mysterious force. Coincidentally, Mr. Lin's face was drained of color. She looked like she would collapse at any moment. Could this be Sooo? Miss Lin nodded reluctantly. It seemed that she was too unsure of the situation. She shook her head when she was about to say something. Her gaze froze and her face showed panic. Mr. Lin, what's wrong? Wait. She's becoming transparent. It was only then that Vita noticed that they were staring solemnly at herself. Tragedy always struck when people expected the least, such as now her body was disintegrating in the wind like a withering statue.
この体
This body really can't escape
枯れてい
the
く運命
fate
からは逃
of
げられないの
perishing.
もうすぐ彼女た
Soon
ち
I will meet them, my
僕の
family. Damn, it's shattered. And she's disappearing.
ごめんねゼイレ
I'm sorry, Celia and
それにみ
everyone.
んなどうやら
It looks like
別れを告げ
I
るしか
have
な
to
さ
say
そうだ
goodbye. What?
僕はビタ
I'm Vita.
みんなのことを
I love all of you. What just happened? What? Vita's dead? Vita's dead. Susanna is back on Earth. The passage back from the bubble universe to Earth is now shattered. What's gonna happen next? In chapter 39? This was like, honestly, it honestly did leave us in another freaking cliffhanger like they always do, man. Jesus, I can't wait for the next chapter to come out and see what happened. How are things gonna get resolved? How's Seely doing? Will Seely and what the other red Seely that's in torment right now because of the illusion that happened? Like, Jesus, man, what's gonna happen next? I can't wait, man. But this chapter, 10 out of 10 as always, man. I really liked it.